Hello, everyone. Welcome to Waterdeep Resurfaced. I am your DM, a shadow dragon born in the Shadow Realm, transformed by years spent within its dismal confines. I've embraced the Shadowfell, and I seek to return to the material plane, hungry to spread the darkness and evil from the plane itself. But for now, I'd like to play some D&D. Victoria?
I'm a dragon scale from the Shadow Dragon, here to deliver you an announcement. The first announcement is thanks Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games for sponsoring us. Little Dragon Corp is a Canadian dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. You can check out their Twitter at Little Dragon Co. 1 to stay updated on all their awesome products, and use the coupon code PROBONUS when you head over to littledragoncorp.com and you'll get 10% off of your order. Ooh, sorry, I had a Chipotle burp there, y'all. Cardboard Castle Games is a lovely game store local to the Evans, Georgia area. If you're there, please support them. If you're not there, go support them online, please. And thank you to both of them for sponsoring us. Also, don't forget to check out our other games. The schedule should be posted below the Twitch video feed, or you can do the schedule Twitch chat command thing to see it. Basically, the point is we stream every day here at Proficiency Bonus. We have games for several of the major published modules, as well as homebrew games, and some of our games feature systems other than 5e entirely, so we probably have something up your alley. We also have a community Discord with public channels, and you can do !Discord. Chipotle, no, stop. No. You can do ! Discord to see the info, and you should join us there and hang out. It'll be really cool. And also, just like for Wednesdays specifically, we just want to give a shout out to Adrian Von Ziegler for some of the music that we use in the background. He's a really talented composer, and he has great content usage rules, so please check out his YouTube and his Patreon and support him if you can. Kristy, anything for MysticHour?
Mass Effect 2. What? 2. I'm going to be hopefully romancing Garrus soon. I have to do his loyalty quest. I think that's the next thing I'm going to be streaming is, of course, Garrus's loyalty quest. So look forward to it.
Gang. Thane Krios Gang.
No, my boy.
Thane is great, but Garrus is
best boy.
Arturian boyfriend.
I want to get sad.
Go to Thane. Alright. Is that it?
That's it from me.
Okay.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to add before we move into a recap?
I think that you're all kind of poggers.
Wow.
I was gonna say pee-pee poo-poo.
Also valid.
All very wonderful points. Okay. All right. Who would like to do a recap?
Oh, you know I got you, Chel. You know I got you. I am a sneaky Shadar Kai spy, a Shadar spy, if you will. And I've heard through the veil of the plains what happened last time on Waterdeep Dragon Heist. And oh my goodness, everybody, it's been juicy. The party has discovered that the Castlanters are planning some very large event where they fear a big group of people possibly are going to get sacrificed, maybe to try and appease Asmodeus. They also are very aware that we have the Stone of Galore, so we're probably also going to be sacrificed at said party. We're a little bit concerned. So, the party has tried to make moves to try and get ahead of the Castlanters and stop this from ever happening. That means getting the third key, which we have found is the necessity of a shapeshifter, so we may have to call upon an old friend of the Shard Shunners to fulfill that role, while also attempting to find some way to get evidence of the Castlanters so that Lariel Silverhand can stop this event from happening. We brought it up to Lariel, or rather, Tallice brought it up to Lariel, but unfortunately her hands are tied unless we can procure some evidence. While that was going on, Sir and Mico went back to the Fyland Meadery to finally confront Elizabeth about the truth of her identity, and through a tense conversation overlooked by her father, Elizabeth fled into the orchard and met with Sir in secret to tell him the truth about what had happened to the Cormathis family. They had made pacts with the Devil Lord Mephistopheles, and that Nathaniel was set to be the vessel to bring Mephistopheles into the material plane. But his love for Elizabeth, they tried to reverse it, possibly a little bit too late, going to the Castellanters for aid, and it would seem that this led to the utter massacre of the entire family, with only Elizabeth and Nathaniel's brother escaping, though his brother has gone missing. Through talking with Mico and reflecting on what his other friends have said in the past, when confronted with the question of if Sir is Nathaniel, he decided that he was, but no longer is the same person. He entreated with Elizabeth to flee from Waterdeep, go to Baldur's Gate, and start a new life, but she instead offered to go with him and try her best to stop what was happening with the Castellanters from hurting more families. The party so then reconvened at the Yawning Portal. There were a couple other tense conversations, one between Frey and his father, Frey admitting to getting close with this new group of friends and beseeching his father's aid in helping to fund him, as well as possibly get some information to help the party. And Tallice and Nova both worked to get the very, very lucrative Double Star Song on side to help with breaking into the Castellanters' estate to get some evidence, of which we have been offered the services of the big man. Nova was also able to discover that our detective has gone missing, most likely captured by either an Asmodeus cult member or the Castellanters themselves. And now everyone... Same diff at this point. Now the girls are coming downstairs where the boys, as well as Raynar, Mungi, and Elizabeth, are all waiting so that we can plan what the heck our next move is. Guys, are we breaking into the Castellanters' estate? That's where we left off. Oh, Chel is... There we go.
Now that you guys have all kind of reconvened together, the day is yours to do with what you will. So, floor is yours.
Yeah. I know that Sir, Mico, and Frey have been here for a little bit. While the girls were upstairs talking, Sir would have kind of been like, "Hey, everybody, this is she's not going by her regular name. She's going by her sister's name, which is Elizabeth. This is Stephanie. Yes. So he would introduce her and say, "This is Stephanie. She's here to help."
Hello.
And I see that Mungi, Raynar, you've been looking over the estate floor plan. That seems like a nice little find you've got there.
Indeed, yes. We were able to procure it from the government building. Let me pull it up so I can show you.
Any chance that has the sewers on it?
They were going to continue to try to get sewer maps, but that has not been accomplished yet because they came straight here.
If we can get some sewer maps, I might be able to find us a secret way into the state. If that's what we want to do.
How?
Well, my father knows a lot about the city, so he just needs like a reference point, basically, and he might be able to find us an entrance.
Did I tell everybody about what happened to our detective?
I don't.
I think
You said it over
You told
the
me.
said it over the earring.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
because I think I heard it.
And you told Sir and Mico.
Okay. I would also.
we were on our
I would
way
make
to
sure
it.
to tell Tallice as well.
Vincent, no!
No,
No.
Here, little girl Vinny.
not again.
Sir would sort of corroborate with that. Sorry, I took a big bite of food and it was too big.
I watched you do it. It was great.
Sir would kind of corroborate. Stephanie had evidence that Nathaniel Cormathis's brother had lived, but since went missing after the family, some members of the family attempted to beseech the Castellanters for aid. There's a possibility that maybe they're being kept in the same place. If they kept him alive. Stephanie had some pretty damning things to say. But still we don't have any hard evidence. Just sort of more word of mouth. But I trust her. I believe what she says.
It's literally word against theirs, and if they're nobles, we're gonna need some pretty solid evidence to make any sort of change happen.
Well, I mean, I think the only way we're going to get evidence, because everybody that we've talked to has said that Victoro has a sterling reputation and such is going there. I think that's really what we have to do.
Yeah, I heard he donates to charity.
Yeah, he apparently helps the Church of. They worship Xenomorph? No. They worship the really awful manifest destiny prosperity gospel god who's the nobility has a right to rule.
Oh, that's right.
Cyanna.
I know what. I'm remembering now.
Cyan.
Just Cyan.
Printer out of ink. Need more Cyanidorf.
Where is it?
Ganondorf. We need more Satandorf.
Cyanomorph?
Theomorph?
I'm looking.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's Theomorph. Is the demi-power of nobles and nobles' divine right to rule.
But don't they donate to Lathander or something like that? I feel like they said that they were I really have to dig.
Reyna,
Yes.
you wouldn't by chance happen to know on this map where Victoro's study is?
I believe if you're looking at the map, that would be what is labeled C6 on the main floor.
So his study is actually right by one of the entrances into the cellar. Because one of the connections is to C5. Interesting. Because if that is true, because if we wanted to look through, if some of our areas of interest was his study, the cellar, and the attic, if we struck a lucky, if we struck luck and there was a sewer connection from the cellar, we could go through the sewers, check the cellar, and then when we come up to the main floor, we would actually be fairly close to his study.
Yo, they got a whole guest house?
And a coach house.
Yeah, they're
an entire other house for guests.
The guest house has 3 floors. Well, 2 floors and an attic.
Yeah, they're about as rich comes.
Their guest house is comparable to the 3 of Cups.
If we did find an entrance through the cellar, not entirely sure, like, if we go to any of these rooms and we find people that are being held captive, such as Vincent, are we trying to break them out? Because they will, if we don't get caught just by virtue of being ourselves,
Right.
we'll definitely be known if we break somebody out of their house.
I mean, we can't leave them there, right? The idea is that we don't leave there without evidence to bring directly to Lario.
I can be very sneaky
Sneeze on
when I need to be.
bitch.
So
I would say, yeah. I would say that since they're already after you guys anyway, and they want the thing that you have, them knowing that you broke into their house and not having evidence to act on it wouldn't work in their favor. Because they don't get anything. In fact, if we get arrested, that basically just gives the stone over to the authorities. And lessens the chance that they'll be able to access it.
Alright. Say we're doing this break-in and we get caught. What do we do?
That's a tough question. I think it depends on who catches us.
Yeah.
Do we try to fight in their house with the stone, or do we run?
I would prioritize getting out over fighting them.
Yeah, I think so.
Because they can see us there, but if they don't have any evidence of us being there.
Alright.
I mean, some people are more easily disguised than others.
That's true. Some people are more easily disguised than others.
I've already made a guest appearance on Jarl Axel's personal ship, so I'd like to not continue to crop up in other places. But in terms of...
I have a thought.
Go. Shoot.
I don't know if it could help or hurt us, but what if I had Bramble ask Elzarina and Terenzio to keep the staff distracted?
As sort of like like a prank by the fairies sort of thing?
Possibly. I mean, depending on where we're trying to go, if we feel like we need a distraction in that moment, I can try to have Bramble ask them to help.
Okay. Maybe. I mean, having Bramble on site is...
a great idea.
A good idea. I do think that we do need to try and find disguises. I mean, maybe if we could get some scrolls, there could be... that would help. We'd have an hour for the operation. Just to make sure that we look like other people. We can make ourselves look like... I don't know. Xanathar's Guild. Like, who even cares about those guys? They I don't know anything about them. In terms of, like, obvious entrances, there's also the fact that if we don't have a sewer entrance to the cellar, we basically have the front door and the coach house. There doesn't seem to be a back gate onto the grounds.
Yes, from what I've studied, it looks like the coach house is the back gate. You need to go in through the coach house. From the coach house, much like many other estates in the North Ward, it connects to the street so that coaches can easily go in and out.
It'll definitely be guarded though, right? Probably on the street side?
There's a potential of it, considering the family and their standing.
Because we can't... a sewer entrance would be a godsend, but we can't...
We can't. Yeah.
Can't rely on it.
That's like plan A, but if plan A is too ambitious.
When are we wanting to do this? I need to get sewer maps to my father's beforehand.
Yeah.
We've got
I need to
got
rest
a little bit
anyway.
I would like to get a nice long rest in, because I don't necessarily have the magical capabilities that I'd want for a break-in.
Same.
And it's daytime anyway.
Do you think if I went and asked the Open Lord that they might offer sewer maps to us, and
I mean,
could that be a possibility?
Oh yeah, I mean we
Yeah.
have the writ from Larry. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, I mean, Mungi and Reyna have gotten this far. I'm sure that if we want to devote our time to trying to think of the actual insertion, then I knew you were gonna laugh when I said that with his voice. Those two could focus on getting the documents, and then they can just pass them off to you to get to your father. We have time. We don't have a lot of it, but we have some.
Remind me
It
again
doesn't
when the
have to
party
be
is?
tomorrow.
Because
Well,
moving it up.
They're moving
They're
it
going
up.
to move it. They're gonna move it up. Yeah.
Oh, Pepper.
Haven't come to tell us about. They'll tell us about it because
Damn it.
they'll need the catering sooner, so they might just tell us themselves. On the surface, we're
Is
still
Kristy frozen for anyone else?
See floating
I heard-
Yeah, hang on.
I heard "damn it" and then
Yeah, we're frozen on. Oh, hold on. Okay, stream's not frozen anymore.
Oh god. Oh god. We're still streaming, guys. We're just having some technical difficulties because
Yeah, you're good.
Pepper knocked my webcam and made everything freeze.
we love our
Fuck.
familiars.
Oh,
Oh.
We love our familiars.
She's just looking at me like, what? What'd I do?
guys, Dragon Corp.
Go, Victoria.
That's it.
Go.
Oh,
Great
oh no.
face.
She's frozen again. Yeah. If you like dragons, if you like things that are little and you like little dragons, then you should check out Little Dragon Corp. They also have dice in addition to dragons and little things.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'll have a choice to figure out.
Figure out.
Mungi, Reyna, are there any other of note rooms here that we can like mark up? Such as I'm not sure. Like I'm gonna assume the bedrooms are on the 3rd floor.
Let me look.
There's so many rooms. Because seeing it on a map and being there is gonna feel different. So
Yeah.
Finding out where the office is probably good.
his study is C6 on the 1st floor.
Yes, I believe that the main bedrooms are going to be C18 and C21, so I think they're on the 3rd floor of the house.
Okay. I wonder if the children have their own room or if they're separate. A shared room. or
They
separate.
do. Don't they have their own
They have a
like
playroom.
room and like a playroom?
Yes.
Right.
They definitely have
yeah.
a playroom.
Because we've been there.
Yeah.
And okay, and then it's a the garret is what is the garret? What is a garret? Garret? I don't know.
I think it's like a little
It's like a-
attic.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is basically the attic.
Yeah, it's like a little, you know how on houses, here, I can kind of sound
Like a loft?
but it's, no, a garret is kind of like, you know the little baby roofs that come off of roofs?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have like windows on them?
Yeah. Okay.
That's a garret. I'll send a picture for you.
Okay. Thank you. That.
Mhm.
Oh, I get it. Okay. I'm looking. So it's okay. I get it. I
I
get
always
it.
wanted to sleep in one of those.
Right?
Yeah, it's like
that's
a little.
that's like prime book reading. So they have a big, so they have a huge one.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we were talking about the attic, it would be basically that sort of area. Okay. Because that's the toughest. Well, it wouldn't be tough for some people. I mean, we've got people who can fly. We've got people who can be tiny animals. We've got Frey who can walk straight up walls, though I wouldn't do that in the light of day.
No, that's not very smart to do that.
All of you sort of have some sort of way to help you with infiltrating. I'm not sure if I would be a help or a hindrance, to be entirely honest.
I never said I could only make me fly. I could make you fly, and you could carry me.
Okay.
It'd be like the Griffin Riders, and I could ride you like a Griffin Rider.
Alright. Can I be invisible and fly?
I don't think so. I have to, this is the thing. You have to, think about this stuff. The whole time that you can do it, you have to be, thinking about, okay, I'm flying, and I can't think about being invisible and flying at the same time.
You do that while talking?
Yeah.
And stuff. I don't have the attention span. I don't have the brain capacity for that. Magic hurts sometimes. Okay. Oh, wait, there is another door. Raynor, what is C8 on the first floor? Do you know? Is that the main door? There's a door to C1 and a door to C8 on the main house.
I think that's just a porch, like a covered porch.
Alright.
A porch.
A
covered porch.
Because another way to get in could possibly be wait for a break and go over, just go over the wall. Unless they have some sort of ward or something. They're rich enough for it.
I would imagine that's sort of like a mudroom. It's probably used as a servant's entrance.
Okay. Does anyone have any plans of... Knowing that we have time, maybe we can get more information. Does anyone have what they think would be a good plan of action?
No. I think like many of the things that we do, it's going to be a kind of fly by the seat of your pants, make your choice once you're in there kind of deal.
Yeah, I'm more of a person that just goes with the flow. I don't really do plans all that much.
As long as we hit all the areas that we're supposed to be exploring, then it's good. We're good.
Do we try to hit them at the same time, or do you think that we should all stay together through this?
I think we should stay together.
Alright. Well,
yeah, hitting them all at the same time will save time, but I think that for the nature of safety, it's probably best to stay together.
And I mean, yeah, considering what we could potentially be up against with people who were worshipping devils, some people might just find a room, who knows what other people might find, and then they're completely separated, and it won't be easy to get to each other.
How does everyone feel about, since we're gonna try and wait to get those sewer plans anyway, focusing on you all preparing your magic and maybe working on a way to get everyone disguises? And in the while we wait to see if we can get sewer plans which change our next course of action.
Yeah, I think for now maybe we just try to stock up, get some rest, and then see what information we have from there. Do we want to talk to Dasher, like, now, or are we, like, waiting on that until this all is done?
Maybe we should. Or maybe we should.
Should what?
Talk to Dasher?
Talk to Dasher.
Yeah, I mean, we have time today.
Maybe the Shunners can confirm for us whether there's a sewer entrance. That's sort of what they do.
Yeah, but do we want that spreading around outside of this group?
Yeah, that. Because they
I think
potentially
Frey's
now
dad's
have
the best
loyalties
bet.
to
Yeah.
Jarlaxle.
Yeah.
I mean, but we trust Dasher enough, don't we?
I trust Dasher about as far as I could throw him.
Well, I mean,
He's a
then
rebellious teenager.
I mean, then should we let him even know what we were going to let him know? I mean, he's the best bet that we have for the key.
I mean, we don't have any other choice. We have a choice to not ask the Shunners about the house, but we don't really have much of a choice in finding another shapeshifter. I mean, like, we would need... Is there, like, a pair of glasses or something, or contacts you can, like, put on that help you see if somebody's actively shapeshifted? Because that's, like, the only other way we could do that.
Yes, but it would be rather expensive to find or find someone to make.
How much? How much is a little expensive?
I would guess upwards in a couple thousand gold. And it would also take time if it needs to be made.
Do you know someone that can do that?
I personally don't, but I could figure out if the Harpers do.
I mean, it's something to look into. I could fund that if that's what we want to do.
You just have a couple thousand gold that you could invest in this?
Huh? Yeah, of course.
What?
Okay, thank you. I guess that would be helpful if we could...
I mean, here's the thing, though. If we find any other shapeshifter, what are we just going to take them to who knows where?
I don't know. I don't know how you use a shapeshifter as a key.
Exactly.
Yeah, do we have to, like, do something to...
I don't think so. I mean, maybe they'd have to shapeshift into a key.
Who has the breath
Well,
to
kind of
ask?
Oh, I do.
Don't take it out. Just ask it in your head.
Okay. Hey. Mr. Rock, does the shapeshifter have to like shapeshift into a key, or is it like just being there?
They do not have to shapeshift into a key.
Okay.
Just checking.
I just thought I'd ask, because the shape, it's in the name. He says no.
Well, that's good. I think we can trust. I think if we want to get the breadstick side of things done fast, I think Dasher is the best bet. And I'm not sure that time is on our side.
Not anymore, it's not. Yeah.
Dasher, I trust him enough that if we leave him in the dark as much as possible, things might be okay, as long as we play it like how we helped him and helped his family, like that situation. Just ask it as like a one-time favor that he just comes with us and doesn't ask questions.
Maybe if we make our move for the vault, it would distract Victoro long enough that he would have to forego these plans altogether.
For the party, you mean?
Yeah.
Like if we get the vault before the party?
If we get the vault before the party, then that shifts because he needs it. So maybe he would drop that and just go after it.
You mean go after us?
He's going after us either way. We know that he knows.
The issue with that, the issue is, I guess they need both, but would they drop a plan that they already have in motion for their children
From
to
what
come after us?
From what Tallice was saying that Bramble heard, they're basically moving this up as a hope to just appease him for more time.
Also, if we see, this is where it gets real tricky. If
Yes.
we go to the vault and we get this stuff that's allegedly there, then it's out and the location is known. It's hidden now, even from us.
Yeah.
So maybe proof first.
Maybe.
I would say because going to the vault first would get that part over with. But if we handle the party first, then that's one less group of people trying to find the vault.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We can find proof that there's something going on there, then that makes it just a little bit safer for us to go after the vault.
Yeah. So we could sleep on it and just talk to Dasha in the morning. And then get to work on disguises and see if we can figure out this
Disguises and
sewer.
the map for the sewers, yeah.
Anything that could be useful for either of these ventures.
Tonight, yeah.
I'm absolutely fucking knackered anyway, so I would not mind a little bit of a couple winks, you know.
Can I go on my I know you said knackered. I go on my earring and I say, "Hey Nova, is anyone like listening to us right now?"
Hi.
Hello. I don't think Nova has one.
I don't think Nova has
Oh no!
The people that have the earrings are the two people not in your first party.
I get back on the ear and say, "Shut the heck up, you guys! I forgot." And then I look at Nova and I just am like,
Okay, I will mind like with Tallice seeing
These
struggle.
these two are like, so they do talk about us on the earring. Sarah's got nothing.
What's up, baby?
"Is there anybody that's been listening to us here in the yawning portal?"
I will make a perception check and check around. And perception or insight? Which one?
Perception.
Okay. Where's my dice? Dicey boy. Okay, pretty good. 27.
Not that you can see.
No one appears to be paying attention to us.
Well, good to know.
By the way, this is active for an hour, so if you need anything, just ask.
Yeah, it was really startling when I went to go talk to you on the earring, and then Frey and Mico answered. And they just started hiding.
It's like a wrong butt dial, but on purpose.
It was really weird. They just started like being like, "Hi, you know that we have the earrings, right?" And I was really embarrassed.
We really need to expand the group chat on earrings. Other investment when we get the money.
So, a little bit off topic.
Yeah.
Our friend that is living in the water, I have ways that we could probably get them into the city.
Ooh.
Apparently the open lord can allow access, or apparently a staff also can do it, but it was some older individual's name started with an E or something. I don't know, just like some kind of spellcastery person. Their staff will allow you to do it too.
Okay.
But no one knows where that staff is, so
So it would just be up to Larry to do it.
probably.
So landing on the Caslantis estate with the dragon.
I mean, that was my idea earlier. Can we just bring the dragon with us?
Also, my friend Medikai that I told you all about.
Yeah.
She'll probably be coming to visit sometime soon, maybe tomorrow. I don't know exactly.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Also, I might be going on a mission for my father. I don't know when again, but he needs me to go to Neverwinter. So after we're done here, if you all want to accompany me, that would be cool. But if not, then I will be back soon.
Okay.
So
Nice.
And you trust Medikai, right?
okay.
No?
No, I do. I do. She cannot say no. She can't. If my father asks her to do something, she has to oblige.
Gotcha. I understand.
Yes. But I trust her. She is a good friend. And it's very nice. I think you all will like her.
To get hurt if we're in the middle of everything.
You don't have to worry about her getting hurt.
Okay.
She is more than capable than most people. So
Good to know.
I also got some money for my father, so that's why I can afford to use if you all, yeah.
All right. Do we is that money that we now owe him?
Oh no, he gave it to me. I'm just saying if you all need something, just let me know. I've got plenty of money. This isn't him giving it to you all. It's him giving it to me, and then I'm offering it to you all if you all want something.
How much money? How much money do you have?
Why?
Because I'm curious.
No, how much?
Do you want to say it? Do you want to say it? I go on my earring. Do you want to say it on the earring?
Do not talk on the earring about this. I want to know.
No, I mean it's fine. I'm just he gave me 500 platinum.
500.
That's like 2 people's worth of what Lario offered us.
Oh my gosh.
I should have asked for more. I didn't think he'd give me that, but apparently I was wrong.
You just said, "Hey, Dad."
Yeah, I said I was running low on money. I was like, "Can I have some?" And yeah.
I just look at Moongi and I'm like, "Is that normal?"
I mean, my father would never in his life hand me 500 platinum.
Okay, just checking.
He has the 500 platinum to hand me. He just never would.
Never would. Okay.
Fucking rich people, man.
Damn. Must be nice.
I mean, I thought that it was kind of lucrative being an adventurer, but damn, rich people have so much money. Why do they need it all? They don't.
They don't.
That's a long conversation that we can't settle at this tavern table.
I don't even think if he wanted to spend all of his money if he actually could.
I mean, if he ever needs help spending it, just let me know.
I don't think he would offer it, but sure, I will keep that in mind.
If you need help spending his money, let me know.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I typically just spend it on food and stuff. So
all the takeout.
Do you know how long it would take to spend 500 platinum on food?
Oh, I buy really expensive fancy stuff to cook.
Everything's imported.
Having really good ingredients helps with the meals. So I go through a lot of gold doing that.
Maybe we should go try to find some stuff to help us be disguised now that we have the money for it.
Sure.
Frey has the money for it for us.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
So are you guys essentially, do you want to go and buy a disguise kit? What is it that you're looking to do?
I have a disguise kit, but I think we want...
I think Sir at least needs magic. He's
a scroll.
Scrolls?
Yeah, like a scroll. It's a simple spell. We might be able to get some from... I mean, aren't we owed a favor from our lovely little dragonborn down in Troll Skull for getting him that paper?
Yeah, from the black staff.
He can scribe, so...
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, you put makeup on this and you just get a really handsome looking giant tiefling. So
Kind of difficult to
Yeah.
hide the horns, I would assume.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not really in the mood to go at them with a saw. So
Yeah, but for everyone else, we would probably need we would either have to do a physical disguise or like an item that can disguise people.
yeah,
Disguises myself as a rat.
yeah, he can do his thing.
So, an item that will disguise people is going to be a little difficult to come by.
Yeah.
And is going to be pretty expensive.
Mm.
Is there a specific spell that you're hoping an item can be enchanted with? Like, or are you looking for more of an alter self sort of disguise or a disguise self?
I know kind of what Sir was implying is we have someone here who is wearing an item. Stephanie does have that ring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That would be her big way to help. I don't know if her ring is specifically attuned to just being this person, or if it can be other people.
Are you asking her?
Yeah.
This specific ring is just for this disguise, but I can... I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you want to just disguise yourself as my sister for a while.
It would... I know I can get by with a scroll if I need to, but I think maybe it would be helpful for one of us, because I'm not going to ask you to be going into that house.
I wasn't going to go if I can stay somewhere where if I could stay here and somewhere where I don't have to leave, I would be happy to give up my ring for a while. You'd need to attune to it, of course, but if someone would like to, and she kind of gestures.
Raina, could you all the hoppers provide her with a little bit of protection over the next couple days?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Chel, just take care of Chel.
We've got plenty of safe houses that we can utilize.
All right. A plan is sort of starting to come together. Thank you, Stephanie.
That's why I came, was to help.
All right. We've got the possibility for some scrolls. We've got a ring of Become Stephanie. We've got people that look like humans enough to look like other humans, and we've got people that can turn into animals. That might be enough.
Sounds good to me. Now we just need the sewer maps.
We just need the sewer maps, which means we need to do what is probably the hardest thing and wait for a little bit.
I'm not that good at waiting, but I guess I can do that.
I could go and speak with the administrative aspect of all of this and see if I might possibly be able to get those maps while you all are resting.
Okay.
Says Raynor.
Awesome. I think the last thing we need is a way to make sure that the Castellantas are out of the house. We could try and time it when they're going to temple, or maybe, I don't know, Moongi, you're here on business with your father.
Yep.
You could maybe try and work out some sort of business deal with them for horses? That's what you do, right?
Yes, my family breeds horses. I could try.
Maybe. Just an option. They do seem to go to temple quite often, but I don't know if Victoro might check it, to double down on these plans of his.
Yeah.
He might need something that demands his attention.
I mean, you said that he's a philanthropist and he's a pretty active in the community. He might just leave on his own.
True.
I think Victorio is not the one to worry about being in the house. I think it's Amalia.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, he's active in the community, but she isn't as.
A little bit more of a homebody.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we do about? We can sleep on it. We don't have to figure everything out tonight. Sorry, you know how my brain works. We could rest.
That would be a good idea, considering some people need to change out their spells.
Yep.
I can only change one at a time.
The
Really?
more days she has,
You can only change one at a time?
Yeah, like sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I have to just like think about one thing that I want to do that day really bad, and then that will happen. But if I try to think about more than one thing that I want to do that day that I didn't do the other day, I get like a headache.
I pretty much change my spells out like every day.
I got
Well, my
three-
best
I
friend's
got
a
three
fairy, and
skills.
yeah, my best friend's a fairy, so I mean, poo on you.
I've got 3 tricks. 3 tricks, and that's it.
Comes with 3 cool things.
Sir comes with 3 awesome looks. We've got wearing his armor, his sleepwear, and secret trashy one that we don't know. Got 3 looks. Okay. Sir is okay with going back to the 3 of Cups and sleeping.
Do we want to? We're not getting scrolls.
I mean, I think it's late. I don't know if he's open. Is it late?
But it was like,
That was afternoon.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, it's afternoon. Oh, we could
afternoon
get
to
no.
early
Okay,
evening.
sorry, my apologies. We could.
I mean, even if we don't get
scrolls.
disguise self scrolls, I feel like there's other scrolls that could like help us here.
Yeah, we could get scrolls. I think that's actually a good. Yeah.
Let's go talk to the Dragonborn.
I think maybe it would be best if Stephanie went with Mungi and Raynar now, and Raynar could get her to a safe house, and she can give Raynar the ring to
Okay.
pass back to us, so that she doesn't have to like take it off in public.
Good idea.
Yeah.
NPCs away.
Chel. Go talk to Chel about Chel's house.
What are you? Davil offered one of his associates. What are you guys
Yeah.
doing about that?
Yeah, the big man.
Big fan. Are we doing this tonight, guys?
No.
No,
Well,
No.
tomorrow.
I will go to Davil and I will tell him. Do we want this associate to help?
I think that there could be locks and stuff that I know you can lockpick. But he is like a
They're infiltrator.
professional infiltrator. Yeah.
Yeah, we need,
He might be able to find traps and deal with locks.
we need Kasumi Goto up in this bitch.
We need
Yeah.
Kasumi.
Okay, so then I'll just tell Davil that we are setting up our infiltration like plan, like getting maps and stuff, and I will contact him when it's time.
Okay. Sounds good.
We're gonna do this.
So who's this spell scroll person that you are leading us to?
He's a gold dragonborn. I don't remember his name.
I got it. Hold on. I just need to go look at my list of people that's in our alley. Da-da-da-da-da. 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 Let's see. Not Zephyr. Wait, is it? No.
I'm also looking.
Corlin's Crown, Steven Steel, Bent Nail, Tiger's Eye, Bookworm's Treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Rishal.
Rishal.
The Page Turner. Yes, he's a Dragonborn named Rishal. We sort of did him a solid, getting him some paper, some trees.
Yeah.
Saved some endangered trees and got them different source.
Am I funding this spell scroll?
Potentially.
I mean,
It would be a good use of the coin.
Sure.
if you want.
I mean, if you want me to, sure, I don't mind. Money is just a object, so.
Oh, that's such a privileged sentence to say.
Everybody's face.
Everyone's like, felt that in my core.
Frey,
Yes.
thank you.
Thanks,
Of course,
Frey.
that's what friends do, right?
Yes, Frey.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they actually kind of do, because I feel like I also bought scrolls for Sir one time. So yeah, it is what friends do.
I owe a lot of people. Look, I'm gonna get my share of whatever's in that vault, and I'm gonna just have to pay everyone back for helping me throughout this adventure.
You don't have to worry about paying back. It's fine. Get me a fight in the arena thing, and then that will be payment. How about that?
Oh, I will shake on that, my good man. I will get you.
Okay.
I'll get you a fight in
Yes.
in there. All right. What do we try and what does Rishal have?
Comprehend languages, detect magic, featherfall, find familiar, mage armor, magic missile, shield, unseen servant, arcane lock, continual flame, dark vision, invisibility, magic weapon, misty step, rope trick, suggestion, clairvoyance, counterspell, dispel magic, fireball, fly, non-detection, water breathing, arcane eye, fabricate, greater invisibility, ice storm, locate creature, polymorph, Bigby's hand, cone of cold, and modify memory.
Wait, but we could get
This is up to 5th level.
we could get a locate creature and try to locate Vincent in their house.
We could try. Yeah,
But that's gonna be. We probably won't be able to buy any more if we buy that one.
There's a couple things.
Rope trick might not be. This isn't Frey saying. This is Derek saying.
No,
Frey
yeah.
doesn't know this. Rope trick could be pretty good too, because if we need to hide,
We used it before, and it was
It was pretty
Yeah.
clutch.
It was
pretty
clutch.
can
I
be
feel
a
like-
really.
Rope trick, invisibility, dispel magic are all really good.
Arcane Eye is that
Or-
no
Those lock, I
Nova
thought,
had
wasn't
Nova
there's
has
Arcane Lock, and then
clairvoyance.
there's Kristy has clairvoyance.
That's
do-
clairvoyance is the one where you can switch between seeing and hearing, but you can't
Right.
do both.
Yes, and
That
it's
also
also one of my 2 3rd-level spells.
We could
Okay.
get. So here's the thing: is that arcane or clairvoyance is good, but I think Bramble can do that
Yeah.
reasonably
Yeah,
enough
we-
that I
we
would
have familiars.
rather. I would rather save the spell slots.
Mhm.
Modify memory would be kind of sexy.
That's the one I
Yeah.
went for. I was like, ooh, that feels so good though.
You saw me?
That would
No, you
be-
didn't. Heart.
That would be for whoever uses it. That is a roll. That's not a guarantee.
I know that's a
Yeah.
roll. Yeah, that's 100% a roll.
No, you didn't.
Invisibility would save Tallice spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
Dispel
Counterspell-
magic.
Dispel would save me a spell slot too.
Spell would have saved
Yeah,
me a spell
because-
slot as well.
Yeah, because Sir can only reliably cast a 1st level spell, so even though he can cast any of these, because they're all wizard spells,
It's risky for
It's
him.
risky.
anything above a 1st he has to roll for.
I think dispel magic would be really. I think staying of a level we can cast is better, even if the higher level spells could be really good, because if we bank on using those and then they don't work, like
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah.
Does he know? Oh, Chel left.
No, you're good. Go
Oh,
ahead.
does
They
he?
put the spells in the maps and pictures.
Yep.
No, yes, but does he know disguise self to be able to scribe it if
Yes,
it's
he
not
could,
for sale.
but that will take money from you guys as well
And
as an hour. He can just there's a lot of spells that he could probably scribe, but it's gonna follow the same rules in that it's gonna take him an hour per spell level and money.
Okay.
Okay.
And Tallice, that would basically only be for me, so because no one else can. Well, Tallice has Mask of Many Faces, and you guys can't cast it.
Yeah, the scroll. That's why I'm saying the item would be good if we wanted to give it to Nova or Frey or Mico because they can't cast that. But the scroll would work for you. And
The scroll will work for me. Yeah, I only need maybe one or two. Mico can be a rat.
I think Frey, because Frey doesn't really wear any armor. It would be really easy to put Frey into like an outfit and disguise him as like a guard or like a maid or something.
Yeah.
And I think Nova having a magical yeah.
Because it will turn you into Stephanie no matter what, and Nova can still talk then. Unless Frey wants to try and talk like Stephanie.
So I'm not that good at doing voices. I don't mind dressing. I've never actually worked as a maid, so that'd be interesting.
Oh my god, Frey, you would look so nice.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. To be fair, I look good in everything, so.
My disguise kit has like everything.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, Tallice has herself covered. I know that I would like him to scribe a disguise self scroll for me if he would.
Okay.
Please.
So having him scribe a spell is going to cost a bit more than it would be to normally buy a spell scroll that he already has scribed of that level, just because of the time that he needs to put into scribing it as well as
pay artists for their time.
Exactly.
And this I might be able to pay out of my pocket because I have a little bit of money.
So given that Disguise Self is a first level illusion spell, it's gonna take him an hour to do it. I would say it definitely doesn't break the bank. I would say it'd be about 50 gold.
Done. I'll just hand that over now. And obviously I can come back. I live down the street. I can come back and pick it up.
Yeah, he says that he could probably have it ready for you by the morning.
Okay.
I'm gonna just try it because you never know what's gonna happen. But if I ask Rishal, so did like the Black Staff ever get in touch with you about that new paper from that sustainable source, Rishal?
Yes, actually. All of my spell scrolls are now on the new paper.
Oh, that's amazing. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You know what would be really great because we went and we took care of that for you. If we could just get like a little bit of a discount on like maybe one scroll, that would just be like so helpful, Rishal.
It's not something that I asked you to do. In fact, you burst into my shop and forced it on me.
Yeah, because we want you to be able to make scrolls for forever using sustainable paper, not paper that's gonna just like vanish because all of the trees got cut down to make scrolls. Come on, Rishal. Long-term thinking.
Brilliant.
Oh, this is so stupid.
Remember when we heroically saved people when the street blew up?
Yeah, Rishal.
I don't think you were there. I don't think you were there, but maybe you were one of the people that, got given aid in I don't know. You're gold, so fire doesn't hurt you too bad.
Yeah, he was probably like, a nice warm bath. That is a 24.
Given that you're saving me money in the long run with your heroic deed, I can give you a 15% discount on any spell scrolls that you buy from me today.
Thank you so much, Rashal. And just so you know, we're now personal friends with Laryl Silverhand, so we'll make sure to let her know, because we're already friends with the Blackstaff, how amazing you are, and that if she needs to get any scrolls, that she should come to you, and so should all of the Grey Hand, and all of her friends, and all of that. So we'll just make sure to recommend you.
Oh, this is the girl that's like, promo for promo. I'm an influencer.
If you give me your spell scrolls, you'll get exposure.
I will shout you out on my Instagram page to over 600,000 followers. And only like 50% of them are bots.
If you're being given a discount, sir, you can add 7 gold and 5 silver back into your inventory.
Yay!
Listen,
thanks, buddy.
Take it, man.
Every coin counts, right?
I love it.
For sir, definitely.
Rashal's not about to go and jump into the jaws of hell, figuratively. So,
let's let Chel, let's discuss and then give Chel basically a checkout list of everything that we want to buy.
Sure.
Go for it.
Rope trick?
Rope trick for sure is a good one. I will have to roll for it, but it's literally I have to beat a 12.
detect
Could you guys
magic.
write out your list in the chat as you guys
Yeah.
are talking.
Yeah.
So we want rope trick. Do we want detect magic?
I have detect magic.
It only lasts 10 minutes though.
True. But maybe dispel magic might be better versus detect.
Okay, so I'm gonna put them in order of how important they are to us, because I think it's still useful.
Okay, yeah, I think dispel's better than detect. Because
Yeah,
detect's
so do I.
lower.
It'll be cheap because it's a first level spell. I'll say that Sir will still buy a detect magic
Okay.
because I think it's good to just have multiple people that can do it.
True. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
What is
detect
non?
magic-
What is
Sorry, Graf,
non-detection?
what were you gonna say?
Ritual casting detect magic takes longer, but it doesn't use
yeah.
up any resources.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Non-detection.
I'm going to look this up now.
Oh,
We can't be scryed on.
Yeah, non-detection is pretty neat if you don't want people to bother you.
It's yeah, it's one. The target can be a willing creature or a place or an object. So we could.
The object one is low key, like.
Right. The object one is big. But I feel like that would have been helpful a while
Long
ago. I
time
feel
ago,
like
yeah.
we should have talked to these people earlier. It's almost like they had helpful things for us. We could cast it on the 3 of Cups and talk more openly about our plan.
The place can only be 10 feet in any dimension.
A room in the 3 of Cups that we all cram inside.
Yeah.
Or we protect
Portable
one
hole.
Portable
yeah.
hole.
I think there's like too many, like, for it to be effective because we're normally together. I think we could actually pass on non-detection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if they like cast it on us and they see that we're in their house, like,
Can I make a case for hold on, let me suggestion?
Yes.
Because that's a spell I can take,
I can take that too.
but I think that could, if we're like, I suggest you go walk to the docks if somebody finds us, like.
Suggestions
Yeah.
always good.
yeah, that allows us to not have to immediately scrub the mission.
Yeah.
Invisibility?
Invisibility also saves your spell slots. And that also means no, if you cast it with a scroll, you still have to concentrate on it. I could take the risk in trying to do it and 2 people could be invisible, but I would say invisible over like non-detection. Yeah.
I always upcast, so my invisibility is now always 2 people.
That's right. Okay. I think having one in the bank is always good.
So rope trick, dispel, and this is in order of importance, and please correct me if anyone thinks this is wrong. Rope trick, dispel magic, suggestion, invisibility, detect magic.
Yes.
Yes.
And we're ignoring the higher levels.
Yes.
Unfortunately, yes, even though I really want to.
I don't think we'll need I think we won't need comprehend languages if something is written in Infernal. Sir can read it.
My memory is so tempting.
You can come back and get it later.
I think that we should buy Cone of Cold and kill them all.
Buy Bigby's hand and just punch myself in the face with it.
Buy Bigby's hand and like punch the coach house door open, like just like absolutely take a sledgehammer to their garage door.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think those spells.
Okay, I'm putting it in-game chat.
Alright, let me add this up for you.
Let's see. What
40,000 gold.
one first.
69.
What was the
3
highest
second.
level? What was the highest level spell that we could buy from them?
5.
And how much is a 5th level spell?
750 gold.
What you thinking about?
I'm just curious.
Oh.
I mean, we could
It was like
I mean, like, listen, if Frey wants to buy...
Those.
If Frey has leftover money and wants to buy a Modify Memory, it would absolutely be gourmet if it works.
If it works.
If it works.
I mean, it's like a DC 15.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like what, a little bit less than a 50% chance?
A little bit less. Depending
I don't
on the
think anyone has.
Do we get modifiers or is it a straight roll?
You add your spellcasting modifier to the.
Yeah, I can't cast Modify Memory either, so it would if it's your domain spell, you're literally the only one who can cast it. Well, Sir could cast it too.
Sir has a.
But Nova
Sir
has
has,
the
like,
better
a-
modifier.
Yeah, Sir has like a 25% chance of.
Yeah.
He has to roll a 14 or higher. There's like a 25% chance of doing that.
Well, we'll just have to save our inspiration if we get the Modify Memory.
Yeah.
So just these is going to be 340 gold.
Not bad.
Oh,
Wow,
wait, that's not
Frey's
bad.
just like
Should
as,
we-
as this individual is like boxing it up, I also just can you throw in that one too for me, and I'm gonna point to the modifier for one. But I rolled to see if Frey would notice that Nova really was looking at that one, and he got a 20, so I was like, okay. Yeah.
oh, that was mostly Kristy,
So-
but thank you.
So a total of 978 gold.
Oh,
Oh
cool.
my god.
Oh.
It doesn't even well, the barely
Do we
scratched.
want
900 what?
2 Dispel
78.
Magics?
It's not good. But he's just like, here's 90 platinum.
Because ideally, I feel like we plan this operation, it is 1 hour.
Yeah.
Like, because that is how long disguise self will be. The emergency is hide in a rope trick if we need to short rest for something. But the idea is go in, find evidence, and get out in 1 hour.
Yeah. Oh god.
We can do it, but what that means is like pretty much going to those priority rooms and searching, because searching will take time, and hopefully the big man will also be able to help snoop.
Oh hey, thanks for the raid, Nerdterpreter. Sorry, that took me a second to read.
Thank you.
Okay.
Chel, is this just a scroll shop, or do they have like magic items too?
He does not have magic items. It's
okay.
books, and the scrolls is kind of like a side thing that he does.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, you can
Is
go
anything else
shopping
while
if
we're
you
out? Is there anything else anybody needs while we're out?
want. I don't think so. That's pretty good. We did pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's good to rest.
Do we, since we bought them, do we want to divvy up who's holding which ones?
Sure.
Oh yeah, I hand you the scroll case or whatever. That here you go. Give you that up however you want. Magic's not my thing, so.
I feel like Sir should have the detect magic scroll because I can 100% cast it, and yeah, and I don't have it. But I think other than that, I think they go to other people.
You're taking detect
I'm
Sir
taking detect.
and rope trick.
and rope trick
Oh, that's right.
because
no one else can
no one
cast
else
that.
can do that.
I think you're the only one who can do that.
I can do dispel
Yes.
magic. I don't think I can. I double checked. I can't do suggestion. I can do command.
Okay, so suggestion goes to Tallice.
And I think invisibility probably also goes to Tallice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can cast that.
Mico, did you want anything specific from the scroll shop? Is there any ones that you wanted?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I would ask.
And I do have a Revivify scroll as well.
I think we should give. Hold on, who's taking the detect? 'Cause I think- Mico can turn into like little things, and if we needed Mico to like go somewhere and like look around for magic, that could be like a useful thing to do.
Mico could take it. I'm fine with that.
I mean, yeah, I could also just prepare the spell, and because Mico doesn't mind using his spell slots because he gets like a couple free, like if he needs to like get in a fight, he gets a couple free castings of his main damage spell before he starts running out of spell slots. So like he's not very worried. And if I can always cast a spell and then wild shape and keep concentration on it. So if you need to send me to like scout anything, I can do it.
Okay, so then Sir will take rope trick and dispel,
Do you want dispel instead?
or was it detect? I'm sorry, I'm like
Detect.
Okay.
Dispel is
Tallice
too
will take
risky.
suggestion and invisibility, and then
I
Nova
got
takes
dispel.
dispel.
Yeah.
Cool.
okay.
And then
That
we
was a
go
pretty
rest.
efficient shopping trip. Yep. I
Oh,
think
and
it's-
you get your disguise self scroll too.
Yeah, I'll be picking it up tomorrow. I put it in my inventory. Sir will pick it up tomorrow, unless we get attacked in the middle of the night and captured, and there's a logical reason why I wouldn't be able to. Speepies. Speepy time.
Yeah.
Okay. You can all take a long rest.
Hell yeah.
Before I go to sleep, I don't know. This is just really quick. I will go to my I'm assuming I probably have some kind of contact for buying fancier foods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I will go and spend 20 platinum to restock my pantry since I haven't been home lately. So
200 gold.
It's a banana. What could it cost? $10?
Well, I mean, he's saying restock the
No, I know, I'm
pantry.
trolling
I
him.
That's he's got to get his spices.
exactly, I get some flour, make my own bread, do all
my
that kind of
goodness.
stuff too.
My
we're
goodness,
talking
he's-
about
He's posting on Facebook about how he made this great sourdough.
Sourdough's very good if you could do it right. You're not wrong.
So bougie.
Oh my god, I've got my sourdough starter in this jar right over here.
Sourdough starter actually takes a long time. If you mess that up, it sucks.
I've touched on a subject that Derek cares about.
I love cooking, alright?
It's like, does anyone know that I've actually been jarring my own raspberry jam for over 30 years?
Homemade jam is actually really good.
Derek, I know all of these
We make
things
our
are
own
good.
jam here, so
Yeah, they do.
Cherry's very good. Like I'm just saying, like, oh, the cherry jam that we make, oh boy, it's good stuff.
Where does Derek end and Frey begin?
But yeah, other than that, I'm go home sleep. So
Okay.
Long rest. Take a long rest. Oh man.
All right. So you may all take a long rest, which brings us to the next day.
Do you want me to update the calendar for you?
Yeah, please.
No problem. The 4th of Uktar.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I double checked and I do get modify memory as a divinity spell or whatever.
Domain spell?
Domain spell. That's the one.
Alright.
Oh man. Y'all.
So I'm assuming we're meeting up at your all's through cups.
That
the
is
morning?
the idea, yeah.
Okay. I show up with I show up with breakfast sandwiches.
Aw.
So
buddy.
Another thing I did before going to sleep is I made my own bread.
I love homemade bread.
I toasted it this morning. Made some bacon. Got some I did my own jam last night also. Got some cherry jam. So it's my favorite. But I made it all at my house, and then I don't know, Mico, are you staying with me? I forget if you were staying with me or not. Okay, so it's just me. Okay, so yeah, I show up with a sandwich for each person, and then for Tallice, I always forget. Are you vegan or are you?
She's vegetarian.
Okay, just vegetarians. They don't eat eggs, correct?
They do.
They do. I have no clue. Yeah,
no
okay.
meat. Just no meat.
Just no meat. Okay. So I bring you a specific, a different one, of course, than everybody else. Yours is just like basically an egg sandwich. It's very tasty with the jam on it, some butter. It's really good.
I'm so glad.
Nothing.
So who wants my temporary hit points? I can get 3 people.
I feel like we should give it to Nova, just based on history.
No, you get 3 temporary hit points.
We gotta look.
Wow! I
Kristy,
feel so
Kristy again.
How about this, Kristy? It's a buffer so that you don't have to ever feel bad. You don't have to heal yourself. It's a little buffer.
My laptop is so mad at this.
And you shove it. See, you take the sandwich and you shove it in your breastplate, like right over your heart.
How many?
It'll be like that Theodore Roosevelt story. Yeah.
So when the bullet goes through the breastplate, it's caught by the sandwich and saves your life.
Doesn't Frey need his own hit points?
But I'm offering it to you all.
How many hit points?
You get 3 temporary hit points.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, it's not much. But
I feel so attacked as Nova.
Who else wants them?
I just feel like Frey should take his own hit points.
I'm offering it to you all.
I think Sir, can always do with having more hit points, since the more hit points I have, the more I can protect people.
You get 3 temporary hit points.
On God.
Tallice, you get 3 temporary hit points.
I don't want it. She doesn't eat
Oh.
sandwich. Doesn't eat your sandwich.
Mico, you get 3 temporary hit
I was gonna
points.
say, does Mico want
Sure, we could have the same amount of HP.
Well, because I was gonna say, technically Bramble can have it for like a little bit of a, so that he can take, so that he can maybe take like a smack.
Actually,
maybe
he has 2 hit points.
Oh, beefy boy.
And as a
But
reaction,
I would never deny it from the player.
As a reaction, I can also make him resistant to like damage now with my new thing.
So, I would never take it from a player, but I just figured I would be like, if he's gonna be in there,
Yeah,
and we
that's
don't
valid.
want to have a little sprite funeral. with a teeny tiny little cask.
I mean, he would just vanish, and I would just bring him back. But
Yeah,
You
but I
all-
think
you
that
all
every
just-
time it happens, you should have a little funeral for him and collect a whole little line of tiny caskets. Personal.
You-
Again.
My
You all
bird
decide
blew
who
up.
gets it. I don't care who gets the temporary hit points. So it's just whoever gets them has to eat the sandwich.
I eat
So,
the sandwich.
give it to Mico.
Give it to me,
God
Okay,
damn
so
it.
Mika, you get 3 temporary hit points.
Yeehaw.
All right. Before we start with our, let's see, how are we doing on time? Before we start with this day, should we take a break? We're like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
we
take a
can
break.
do
I'm
that.
having
Yeah.
technical difficulties, so
We will take a 5 to 10 minute break and we'll be back in a bit.
yeah, BRB fam. back. Thanks for waiting.
Fun. Welcome back to Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We are refreshed and ready to continue unless anybody has something they would like to add. Wonderful additions. We can pick back up. We're at the morning after the night of the discussion. Day is yours to do with what you will.
I hand out my sandwiches. So what are we doing today? What are we doing?
Ready to check them out. We're doing this at night, right? If we can get the plan A to work, going under the sewers.
Yeah.
It'd be better.
I also don't know how long it's going to take my father to find if there is one, so as soon as we can get those maps, the better. So if we want to do it sometime soon.
We gotta hope that Moongi and Raynor can pull through on that front. We're kind of in a little bit of a waiting game. Unless we want to... No, probably not scattered out. We've got the regular map. We could sort of try and plan a route past his study. Do we want to try and hit all three spots?
I mean, it's not like I can't go case the place. No one would say anything about a little kitty cat walking around.
True. You could spend some time to see if there's any sort of routines, like god changes, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That would actually be really helpful, Mico.
Something else could be they don't necessarily know me, so I could like just see if they need a new like head chef or something. Could be also something to check into.
They may not officially know you, but by now they may know you.
Oh, gotcha. Right. Mm-hmm.
I go up to Sir and I flick him in between his eyebrows and I cast Thought Shield.
Okay, what was that for?
You're protected now.
I don't feel very protected.
Well, it's not physical protection, it's like your mind.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, every time I do it, it's something different. I kind of just, whatever like strikes me in the moment, that's how I do it.
Well, that struck me in the moment. Ow, you have a strong finger.
Anyway, Mico will take out the stone and probably hand it to somebody else. I think we said we were passing it off to Frey.
Yeah.
Next. So, yeah, I'll just put it in Frey's hand. And say, if you guys want me to go, I can do it, like, now.
Sure?
Yeah.
We're just gonna be an animal and scout the place. That's probably the safest option right now while we're waiting for documents.
I'll keep a wide berth and just sort of maybe walk around the fence or whatever, and
she pulls the 5 of killing cats. Mico, no!
The guards change out and stuff
the
like
guards
that.
just kicking cats. Why do they do
Yeah.
that?
Do you mind if I send Hickory with you? I'm not going to be able to see, but just in case something happens, I don't think it will. I'll tell Hickory to come back and get me.
Okay.
Besides, who doesn't think that a duck and a cat walking around together isn't cute?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I would say probably early in the morning. Probably around this time that you guys are eating breakfast and talking. The the front door to the tavern opens slightly, and there's like just a little like knock knock.
All of us getting our guns ready.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Amalia Castellanter. I was wondering if we could speak for a moment.
Sorry, I'm like, we knew this was coming. I'm not prepared.
I quickly put the stone in my pocket.
Right.
Of course, Amalia. Here, hold on. I will look back. I'll unlock the door because I think we were closed at this time, so I'll unlock the door. Please, come in. Just you today?
Just me. How are you doing today?
Doing quite well. Actually up fairly early for once, which is not often considering how late we work.
I was hoping I'd catch you before I begin my morning errands. There's been a bit of a change of plans, and I was hoping you could accommodate us in that change.
I should is this something that probably Tallice should hear?
Yes, probably, if she's the head of planning.
That's me. I'm right here. Hi.
So we've had a bit of a change of plans, and I understand if this is too short notice for you, I would be happy to pay you for your trouble of planning and find someone who can accommodate the change if necessary. But we have found, I think, that we've needed to move the party for the twins up a bit.
Oh.
How much is a bit?
Well, it was originally planned to be on their birthday on the 15th, but I think we're going to need to move it up to this coming weekend on the 9th.
On the 9th.
Yes.
6 days.
Victoria has come into some business, and we will all as a family need to be traveling on the twins' birthday. So we wanted to make sure they were able to have their party before we left.
That makes sense. I mean, it'll be a tight turnaround, but
I'd be happy to raise your pay to accommodate the change.
That would probably allow us to expedite some of the ingredients that were getting brought in.
I'd be happy to pay to expedite the ingredients, of course, but I would more than want to pay you for the time and the effort that you need to put into making this happen sooner. So I will pay whatever fee is necessary for all of your vendors, but I also want to pay you for your time.
yeah, I think we can make that work.
Wonderful.
We've been taking on some extra staff to help out, so that actually timed pretty well.
Well, I need to be off to begin these errands I'm running, but feel free to contact me or stop by at any point. We can discuss anything you need to discuss. When do you think you're going to need to be able to have access to the space in order to prepare for the party? How soon? Before the date of?
I think as long as we're in there the day before, that should be plenty of time for all of the rooms that are going to be accessible. And I mean, a lot of the food we can.
Maybe 2 days. As someone that's done party planning, maybe 2 days before, just in case.
Maybe because I was thinking because I think when we came by, you have a a cart house, a coach
carriage house.
Yeah, we could maybe get a cart or carriage with most of the supplies and maybe could we maybe bring it in there and then go in? Is there a door right to the kitchen, or well, I guess we would cook it and then we would bring it to wherever the main layout is going to be.
The party is going to be in the main villa, our house. But our entire property is there for you to use. If you need to use the coach house to store some supplies, you may. If you'd like to use the guest house as sort of a staging area, you can do that as well.
Yeah, that would be
whatever to make it easier for you.
I think we can get everything rush ordered and start sending things over as soon as they're ready, and then set up in the 7th and the 8th to throw the party on the 9th.
Perfect.
It's going to be very fun. Actually, and I'll take out I'll be like, hold on. I'll run up to my room and I'll get my stuff and I'll run back down. I actually bought like a couple things while we were off on business, and I found this wonderful vendor from Kalimshan who's staying in Baldur's Gate who makes these lovely little like masquerade masks. And so I actually have some, and I'll show them to her, like the ones that I bought.
Oh, these are beautiful.
Yeah, so we're getting there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'll work for us.
Thank you again for being so accommodating. I know that significantly lowers the amount of time that you have as a restaurant that's going to be catering for us to prepare. So, you have mine and my husband's gratitude.
All right.
Could I interest you in a breakfast sandwich for your travel?
No, thank you. I've already.
Are you sure?
Eaten, but that's so very kind of you. Yes, I'm very sure. Thank you.
Well, I'm sure we'll be seeing you in the coming days as we bring over supplies.
Mm-hmm. I have a groundskeeper whose name is Henry. I will inform him that you might be stopping by to store things in the carriage house over the next few coming days. And he will be in contact with the head of my guard as well to make sure that is something that you are able to do.
Perfect. All right. Well, I guess we need to get to work.
She will hold her hand out to shake your hands.
Shake.
I hope you'll have a wonderful day. And thank you again. And she will turn to leave.
Bye.
Sir, like, holds up a finger to be like, waits, like, a little bit, like, does, like, some morning stuff, like, sweeps, cleans the bar, gives it, like, a couple minutes, and then is like, we've got 5 days.
I mean, we knew this was gonna happen.
We've got... It's
not enough time?
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be.
It's
There's no other time to get.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like plenty of time to me. Also, how does this work? And I start shaking the stone.
No, put it away. Put it in your pocket. Don't listen. Don't take that out
Ever.
where anyone can see you.
Well, it's just us here, right?
Maybe. You know, I mean, we're always looking at other people, but
Allegedly.
if you want to talk to him, you need to spend some time with it like you did the ring.
I will do that.
Okay. Because I think we've got some time, because Nova also needs to...
When we get the ring, spend time with the ring.
Spend time with that. Nova, could you maybe see if you can let Liara know about the date?
Sure. I will be down a spell slot if we're doing it today.
Oh, the paper.
Oh, right. I will send it on paper.
Maybe don't be so... Try and write it in a way that she'll understand.
Write it like so that it's like the vertical spells out like the Like, so it'll say, like, the spell 9 Uktar if you read the first letter of every word.
Sure. I will attempt to, like, encode the message.
This is so stupid.
I was literally just gonna be like, just right, like moving up 5 days, because that could mean anything.
Sure.
But it's more fun to encode it. P.
Moving up, it could be like moving up 5
But-
days, or not execute, because engage on the 8th. Hugs and kisses, XOXO.
Sure.
Gossip girl.
Just like, yeah, we're like so excited to see you on the 8th.
Right.
Make sure to wear a nice dress.
Just gonna get like the coded message and be like, what the fuck does this mean?
Right? Wear something like Sephia.
God.
Wear Sephia. Put on your Sephia on the 8th.
You know, in the meantime, because we need to like wait for like Raynar and Moongi, Tallice will like just go out to like different like vendors, like if there are people that are making like paper crafts and like decorations, and just tell these people that everything is moving up to the 9th. So I just want to make sure, because like, you know what, we're waiting. We'll go do this thing that needs to be done anyway.
I have something that we've kept on forgetting to do, but now's a good time to do it.
Oh my god, the Temple of Gond?
Go to the Temple of Gond and collect some of the money they owe us for bringing back the Nimblewright, like, weeks ago. I don't know how much it is. You could literally say any number and it's fine.
Yeah.
If you go to the Temple of Gond to collect your payment, you're given 250 gold.
Hey!
Everyone add 50. So
Nice.
shows the one. Take it.
Everyone add 60 then, if
Everyone add
Frey
60.
doesn't want it.
Everyone add 60. Share the wealth.
Wait, right? No, there would
That's
still
not
be.
right.
That's not right. It's super not right.
250 divided by
62. No.
Girl.
Here, just you won't
six-
take. Just
it's
add 10.
62.
I will take 10 gold. Okay, just to make it easier for y'all.
I was literally gonna say it's 62 and 5.
Okay, we'll all take 60 and Frey takes 10.
Yes.
God.
There we go. Just add.
And
add
as
60.
soon as Amalia showed up, my brain like just went
I
like
know.
beep.
But there, yes. Money collected from the Temple of Gond while you're out telling all your people your stuff. And I think I have nothing else to do until like Mico does stuff, until Moongi and Raynar do stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I can pretty much do it anytime today, so probably pretty soon he's just gonna just walk out, like go into an alley, turn
Okay.
into a cat.
Okay.
And just walk
You want a fluffy
around.
white cat, like a really fluffy white cat with
Yeah.
feathery hairs.
Yeah, he's a pretty chunky white cat, but like he spends most of the time pretty much just like, because he has 2 hours per wild shape, so he can just like does cat things and walking around the building to just see like in person.
Okay. So the villa itself, the estate itself is patrolled by hired guards. There are 2 guards that stand outside of the gate of the estate, and there are 2 more that you can see that are standing outside the front door of the house. How long are you staying here and looking around?
Probably he wants to like dip close to when his wild shape is going to drop.
And how long do you have?
2 hours.
Okay. So you count, at any time, there are 6 guards patrolling the grounds of the Castle Estate.
Okay.
The house is surrounded by a well-manicured lawn. There is a cobblestone path that leads from the estate's exterior gate to both the front entrance, if you're looking at the map, that is the area of C1, and the entrance to the coach house, which is CH1. There are various meticulously tended gardens, numerous deciduous trees, but as far as a guard presence, you see at any time there are a total of 6 guards patrolling and 4 guards, 2 at the outside of the gate of the estate and 2 more at the front door of the house.
Okay. 2 at the so 6 patrolling, 2 at the gate, 2 at the front door.
So 10 total.
10 total. Okay. Yeah. He'll probably just like scamper his way back. And just sort of like paw the front door.
Of the 3 of Cups?
Yeah, the 3 of Cups. Yowl.
I think if you're yowling, eventually someone will hear you.
Yeah. Yowl like my cat does when I haven't fed him for 10 minutes, where he just does the meow for like 6 seconds straight and wears out his voice. But yeah, when he'll just like walk in, like scamper up the stairs, turn back into Mico, come back down the stairs. Okay. I took a look around the place. On the outside, at least, there are 10 guards that are present. There are 2 at the front door, 2 at the front gate, and 6 that are patrolling around the grounds at any given time.
Alright. It's not an army.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if there are any on the inside, obviously, because I can't get inside, but that's how many there are from on the outside.
I will also say Mico, or not Mico. Why did I say Mico? Raynar. Raynar and Mungi are probably returned at some point while Mico was gone. With city maps or city plans of the sewer systems. There is not a sewer grate or anything of that nature that brings you directly into the villa or the estate itself. There are, however, grates that can get you close and outside of the city walls. A family as wealthy and as powerful as the castle enters, they're not gonna want to have a sewer entrance on their property.
Yeah.
Fair.
Which means that the only way in is from one of the doors.
Okay.
Legally.
Did you see any? No. Okay. How are we doing this then?
We could ask, because we don't have access to the house when we're going to put things in, correct? That's just, we have access to a storage area or something, right? From Lady Castellana, what she said?
She said you guys could access the carriage house if you'd like, to store things. Or she would also allow you guys to use the guest house, because the guest house has its own like kitchen area and bedrooms and stuff. So there's also that if you guys wanted to use it for cooking or for storing things.
Is that where we're going to be cooking? Do we know, or are we going to be cooking in the main house?
In the main house.
You are cooking in the main house. Their kitchen, they have a place for you to be.
What we could say is we could just ask if we could.
They actually have two. They actually have two kitchens. They've got a banquet kitchen and they've got their regular kitchen.
So we could ask them if we could come in and check out the kitchen for a little while, and that could be a way in, and some of us kind of sneak off.
We
mean,
it could be a way, like that. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, from what it sounds like, if we have access to the guest house and the coach house, we basically have permission to be on the grounds.
We do.
And
But if we ask for anything too specific beyond that, then they're going to probably escort us or like give us a certain amount of time to be in a place. So if we just show up like we're to the places we're supposed to and go from there, then that's better than asking, can I see XYZ room? Because then they'll try to give us an escort.
Could I propose maybe a weird plan? One person goes as themselves, bringing in the first shipment of goods to meet with the groundskeeper. The rest of the party are actually mixed in with the goods. Sleep the groundskeeper. Everyone else comes out, we switch to disguises. No, because it only lasts a minute.
I can charm people for an hour. Or if I suggest that they do something, it lasts 8 hours. But I have to concentrate on it the whole time.
Yes, because charming they'll know.
But it'll get them gone for a lot longer than a minute.
That's true. I mean, the idea is that we walk out of, we get one chance.
Yeah.
We
I
find
could just
something.
knock out the groundskeeper is an option.
Now she's seen you and she knows what you look like. And so if the groundskeeper's like, I was talking to this guy that looks like you do and he knocked me out.
I think, ready? Okay.
Yeah, I don't care.
One person comes as themselves to go in, talk with the groundskeeper, put everyone else mixed in with the goods. Suggest the groundskeeper goes and does something for the day. One person becomes the groundskeeper, the rest of the people also in disguise. We do the operation, we leave.
If the suggestion doesn't work, I knock them out, or someone knocks them out.
If the suggestion doesn't work, then maybe, yeah.
Sounds good to me.
So then I guess we need to get some crates ready filled with stuff and also people.
Yeah. That wouldn't be so hard. I think we probably have some leftover crates from our regular food shipments for the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
And we will actually be ordering food, so.
I can fit in a crate pretty easy, so.
Who wants to not be in a crate?
Do we need someone who's charismatic to do this talking?
I think we need someone who can cast suggestion on the groundskeeper.
Not me.
Which is sort of my purview.
Okay, then I guess it's you.
I mean, I can also make people invisible.
I
Can
can
you
cast
it from in
I
a
can
crate?
cast sleep, but like you said, that's only for a minute.
Yeah, I don't
if
think
if we
sleep
cast
is...
sleep. If we cast sleep, we have to gag and tie up and then put them in a crate. Which
Suggestion's probably the easier way to go.
It's just kind of the same thing as knocking him out at that point.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because I could come show up, and then if you we could put a little hole in the crate and you can maybe cast suggestion through it. Do you just need to see him?
He needs to be able to hear me and understand me.
So then you should probably just talk to him.
Yeah, he has to be within, like, he has to be fairly close to me.
Okay. If a crate is too big, I can be in the portable hole for a little bit and then come out.
I mean, I can make you invisible, but it's like if suggestion takes, people will be invisible.
Right. I don't want to risk that. So I would rather just be in a crate or in the hole.
So we're gonna bring a cart filled with crates and also people at night.
I mean, yeah, we could just say that, like, that's when the shipment came to us. We're bringing it over immediately.
Okay. And what's our order? What do we think our order of operations is in terms of office, basement, attic?
Office would be the first one that we can get access to. It's right on the main floor.
And
the
it's
stairs
close to the basement, right?
The stairs to the basement are right by it. The attic, we need to go up.
Yeah.
Past their bedrooms.
Yeah.
And we have to be prepared. What if we see people trapped in the basement? That I think is a get in the portable hole and we take them out.
Portable hole is filled with smoke and will die instantly.
I will put the portable hole on the side of the house and let the smoke vent out.
We shake out the portable hole like a rug.
Yeah, just like open on the balcony, and everyone in Troll Skull Alley is like, why does it smell like so much?
Why does it smell like patchouli?
How do we feel about that plan? Like using that as a way to get it, using the delivery as a way to get in the grounds, and then we're doing illegal stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we should do it that I walk with Sir pulling like a little cart, and we just have the other three in little containers in the little cart. Because I can't pull a cart. Look at me.
Do we want to give it one more day to like not be suspicious? Maybe like Nova could check in on the detective, see if the situation has changed.
I could do that.
Can you ask him if he's in the basement of the Castle Enter house?
Try and get him to describe where he is.
I could, if that's what we're doing. If we're gonna hold off tonight, since
I'm asking, do we because we're ready.
I know.
Do we want to give it a day to like be?
God, we're so scared.
We're scared.
I think that makes sense. Yes.
Give it a day.
I think so.
We make more sandwiches.
Okay. Oh God, Vincent, where are you?
Yeah, I honestly, that would make Nova feel better if she could contact him.
Okay.
Yeah, because how many sending spells? Do you have 2 sending spells?
I mean, like,
God. You could try and be like, can you describe where you are? Is someone? Are you alone? Is someone with you? Are you okay?
Do you like me?
press 1.
Press 1 for yes, 2 for no, 3 for maybe.
Give 2 moans of agony for no. 3 moans of agony for yes. 1 moan of agony just in case you feel like
we could do. Does a cough transmit through sending spell?
I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to talk. You just have to think. So you could think.
Yeah, but they might be. I thought that they were being they were monitoring him.
Yeah, they were listening.
They have like a permanent detect thoughts on him.
Yeah, they were listening in, which is why he didn't just outright say, "I'm kidnapped."
Yeah.
So like asking questions that are like, are you
Yeah, if we
safe?
say the castle
Like,
intervilla, they'll know.
like, are you okay? Like, where are you? It's like they're probably gonna.
What if you were like, "Hi Vincent, I hope your trip is going well. I would love to hear about the area you're in. I've heard it's very beautiful."
Can't even.
He tells you about his vacation, but it's really about where he's being held. This is so stupid.
Do I feel like... I don't know if I have to make an Arcana check or whatever. Do I feel like they could hear what he's hearing?
As far as like hearing the message spell being,
Right.
the sending spell being sent to him?
Yeah. Or is
that
it the
would
other
take-
way around?
What do you mean?
Like they can only hear his thoughts, not mine.
Like, do they hear the sender and the response, or
That
just
would
the
depend-
response?
That would depend on the magic involved.
Oh boy, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're just like doing a detect thoughts and they're like reading his surface thoughts, they're only going to be able to hear his stuff.
Okay.
But if there's some other modified magic going on here, it's impossible to know.
Okay, noted. Do we want to take the risk and try and hope that he's alone this time?
I think it's worth it, because if he can't respond, he won't.
Yeah.
Just ask it very carefully.
Yeah. And then there's 4 days, so we got to do it because Lariel needs time to.
Yeah, and we
Oh,
need
boy.
time. Because after we do that, we probably need to go find Dasher immediately and then go.
Okay, hang on. Let me type this
Oh
out.
God. We can do this. We did this in Baldur's Gate. We can do
We
this.
can do it.
Oh my god, I'm getting cotton mouth.
We can do this.
Oh no, I'm out of water.
This is like the actual third heist that we've pulled in Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We've actually been doing it quite a lot.
Yeah. Oh god. Thanks, Chel, for putting up with our incessant planning and
You're good. You can plan as
nervousness.
much as you need to.
Any suggestions on how I word this message? I just wrote.
I think you should literally be like, "Hi, I hope your trip is going well. Tell me about your, like, something about, like, asking, how's the scenery? Or something, like, about a vacation." I literally have no other thoughts other than that. I don't know how else to make it. Like, hope your trip is going well. How is the scenery?
He's a smart guy. He'll try and get you any information he can.
I'm about to do a tarot card pull because I'm freaking nervous.
Okay.
Also, Nova, if you say it to him in a message like that, then I think maybe he'll understand that you got the gist of what he was trying to say without saying it last time.
Okay. It's 25 words, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Here we go! Hey, Vincent. How's the view? Hope you're having fun and staying safe. I've been so busy! I need a distraction. Got any?
Oh,
Love it,
It's
Kristy.
so busy.
that was so cute.
Nova sending spells are gonna be a real treat.
Because even if he can be even if he is like saying that he like hears or smells something, like any sensory data he can give us, couched in a metaphor for like vacations.
Okay, let me.
Yeah.
That was me!
Nova gets that response that you get when you try to call a number and it's like, the number that you were trying to reach has been disconnected.
Oh, that's
Oh no, that's fucked.
Hey sir, do your horns get any longer over time?
I have been alive for 3 months.
Oh, my Siri just started talking to me!
You said, "Hey, sir."
Hey, sir!
No! Siri, no! You whore, you can't play D&D!
She wants to play D&D, let her play!
She's so rude!
Don't tell her to play Skyrim, because she will. I've been alive for about 3 months.
And did your
I
horns
think-
get any longer?
I think so.
Did you measure them?
Well, I mean, they kind of like.
You know how you like, do like wood
Okay, let
carving?
me- I can first off, I have to reach around behind one and in front. Do you understand actually how difficult it is to have these attached to your head?
No, but listen. If you know how to carve little ducks and little things out of wood, have you ever tried carving something into your horns?
I've thought about it, but here's the thing. Again, I would have to do it in the mirror, and once again,
Reverse.
I gotta, you know.
I'm curious.
It's a lot.
Is it like a fingernail or a toenail? So does it hurt if you cut it?
These don't. I don't feel anything. I don't know if there's
Okay, so it's kind of okay, cool.
But no. I mean, I totally forgot. Because there's not necessarily a big tiefling population here in Waterdeep. I was going to ask around in Baldur's Gate if there was a not a barber, but if there was someone that could do some maintenance. I don't know how to be a tiefling. I don't know if there's 3 months worth of horn maintenance that I've missed out on. Fine.
Maybe you need to,
I'm sure I could find a file or something and we can.
I mean, I follow the tips down.
I could carve something in it for you. I'm really good with lockpicks. I'm sure that skill translates fairly well to carving tools.
I think it translates very well, and I don't want anything that you could permanently carve into my body.
Well, I mean, I can do it then if you
God.
don't want.
I honestly
I have very steady hands because I am a chef. So
before I met these two and they flooded me with compliments, I actually considered just taking a saw to it and cut them off.
that's what you want to do. Then do it.
Well, I mean, I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay, well then don't do it.
You know what? Also, in this time, Tallice is gonna take some pieces of paper out and write some stuff on some pieces of paper so no one can see.
You could probably get piercings also if you wanted to.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I thought about getting
Really cool.
I have seen. I mean, there are a few. I've seen in the streets. There's some people that get horn caps.
And
There's someone that
jewelry.
gets. Well, yeah, I was thinking I could do a horn cap that connects to my earring.
Or
But
a
again-
gold inlay inside of a carving.
You could
Ooh.
you could encase your horns in gold.
He definitely
Okay, well,
would
I
stand
don't
out
have
less
your-
with that.
I don't have your kind of money.
I can fund it. That's
I-
fine.
Oh
You
my
would
God.
like it?
I heard there was a sailor that said something about a jar of magic molten bronze that you poured on yourself and it was armor, and I was like, that sounds fake. but I do want it. So I'm going to dedicate my life to trying to buy that. That is like on my wish list.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Nobody's just like listening to this conversation, just waiting, like.
Nova's in the background, just like drooling, and her eyes are just like.
So you get a message back.
Mm-hmm.
Good to hear you're doing well. I've been feeling a bit under the weather, but hopefully going to temple soon will help.
He's in the... You smart man!
Oh my god.
He's in the fucking basement!
Wait, if he said going to temple soon would help, do they have a temple in their basement?
No.
They might have like a shrine or something in their basement. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like they have him like in the shrine area.
Chrissy and Nova
hold
are
on,
conflicting. Chrissy and Nova are conflicting. Does this mean he is either... I would like to do an insight check, Chel. You can say... does this mean he's either in the basement of the temple, or is he in the basement of them and he wants us to go while they go to temple? You know what I mean? Like, he's like saying, come during temple because I'm under here. I'm going two different ways, but I don't know.
An intelligence check, just kind of as like how you're interpreting the clue that he gave you.
Okay. I'm good with that.
My interpretation was that the castle enters go to temple a lot, so he's saying I'm under the weather of the castle enters.
Oh yeah, and they might be going to temple soon.
But if they're going to temple soon, like now would be the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not the worst. Well, what's my modifier? 12 plus.
Do you want my inspiration for the day?
Maybe it's just straight intelligence, right? It's a 13 if it's just straight intelligence. So
you can take my inspiration.
Are you sure?
If you're gonna use it.
Yeah, I think I want to, because that's not as... I only have a +1. I'm not very smart.
Yeah, me too.
That's like 15 plus 1, so 16.
That's
okay.
Good.
That's slightly better.
So you kind of gather, and I allow these intelligence checks for like hints or clues as kind of how to interpret things. I will say at the very least, you guys are correct in assuming that he is under something.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the temple is concerned, there could be a few things that means. He could be in a temple. He could be alluding to the fact that the Castellanters are in a temple. He is giving you a clue regarding a temple of some kind. Yes.
Or actually, guys, because if this has gone into the noble elite, who's to say that there isn't a temple of Asmodeus under the temple of Lathander?
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking he's underground a temple.
He's always going to temple. He just ain't going to.
I'm sure I can figure that out if we need to. I can go ask my father again. Like I said, he's very into
we have
knowings of going on type stuff. So
the sewer map shows that there's no connection to his house. What if we see if there's anything odd about the sewers around the Temple of Lathander?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's look at that first.
Like maybe there's just sort of like a weird gap in the map that seems odd.
Okay.
Quick question. If I ask Bramble, because he has spent so much time at their house, when it seems like the Castellanters leave to go to temple, like would he have any insight as to like a time of day or a day of the week, like when that happens?
Roll me a history check for Bramble.
Oh, I think he might be a himbo. No, actually, his intelligence modifier is higher than mine. He's not a himbo.
We love that.
That is a 13. He has a +2.
He's smarter than me, too. He's smarter than the entire party.
He is smarter than the entire party.
Oh my
So,
god.
So much
as
smarter
far
than me.
as going to temple for Lathander, they leave in the morning. Lathander is called the Morning Lord, and a lot of worship for Lathander happens at dawn, at the sunrise. He does, however, tell you that while they do this in the morning, there are times at night where the Castellanters, the husband and wife, mom and dad, can't be found. They don't leave the house, but they're not in bed, they're not in their office, they're not doing anything. There's just times at night where they literally just basically disappear, and then they're suddenly there in the morning.
I share that information. I think it's that there's like something happening in their house. Because they must be going into one of those forbidden rooms and doing something.
Right.
Sounds like they have a secret way out of their house. That's what it sounds like to me.
That too, yeah.
Mico?
I do not know. Yeah, because based on the way that I interpreted it, it sounds, I don't know.
Give us your take, Mico.
I don't know. I was going more, and like it might be wrong, but like going visiting temple soon. I don't know. I was interpreting it as like a clue as to like if he was searching like the devil stuff and that was related to the Castellanters, them having some sort of shrine or something underneath in like their cellar would be related technically. Because like you're gonna be hard pressed to find like an actual temple to something like Asmodeus.
Right.
It could also
Gotta be
mean
hidden.
that like they going to temple soon could mean that they're going to be doing something somewhere soon, which we know they're doing, but that could be another confirmation of it.
Yeah. Nova has one more spell. So, I mean, she could try to get him to be a little bit more specific.
I think that's risking him.
It is risking him.
He didn't say that much in the first message. I think if he could have said more, he would have.
Okay. Well, we don't want her to go without a 3rd level spell slot. We said we were going to give it a day. So do we want to...
I mean, it's still early. If I sleep now, go back to bed, and we do this before dawn, because if they're going to be at temple at dawn, like, shouldn't that be the time frame when we do this?
Maybe, but I think technically I don't know if you can get more than one long rest in a 24-hour period.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, you have to go to bed at
You gotta kind
like...
of... We got the day. So I was going to say we could...
Could we still like go to bed early enough to go by dawn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. But we could spend the day checking the temple out just to be sure. But
yeah,
I think
I was about to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say just checking the temple out to see if there's like anything, and just basically if it's not, if we don't see anything in the temple, then we know it's in the house. Because the way I interpreted what Bramble said is basically they're nowhere to be found in the house. It's probably because they're somewhere else in the house that.
Yeah, but they weren't seen leaving.
They weren't seen leaving.
Yeah.
And if they were going to the Temple of Lathander, they could just leave openly.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I mean, which means they're going somewhere in the house, which means they can't be seen anywhere else.
Yeah. So then I'll have Bramble go to the Castellanter Villa and just keep an eye on like the goings on to see if they vanish again, just so that we like know what's happening.
My father actually has some people connected to the Temple of Lathander. I could ask him.
Father has everyone and everything.
Can your father go in the Temple of Lathander? Is there like a...
I don't know. I think so. I'm not sure.
Can you?
Yes. You can walk anywhere I want.
Can we meet your dad?
No, you cannot.
Why not?
No.
I want to meet this man who
Not
has all this money.
unless he asks. No, I am not asking.
Can we go wait outside and then you go ask him if he wants to meet us and
Sure,
then we come in?
You can go wait in the oh God, what's it called? The dead.
The City of the Dead.
City of the
City
Dead.
of the Dead. Thank you. Yeah, sure. You can walk. You can wait in the City of the Dead if you want.
But you have the earring, so if he says that he wants to meet us, then tell us and we'll come meet him. And then maybe he'll give all of us 500 platinum.
Why don't you
He's
get
not.
some info from
Yeah.
your dad about the
I can do
temple?
that. And I can take the maps too, just in case he
Yeah.
finds anything else.
Book maps.
You know what? If we're gonna listen, what else are we about to do today? And who knows what's gonna happen to us tomorrow? I say we go have a picnic in the City of the Dead today and enjoy ourselves and enjoy this cool autumn. It's autumn, right? It's
It's getting closer to winter.
Yeah, the rotting. So yeah, you're in autumn.
Oh, is it chilly out? Is it like an apple cider and pumpkin pie kind of
I'd
picnic
say it's
day?
like low 60s.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Picnic.
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 We're gonna go
One
have
last-
a picnic, and then Frey can tell us if he wants us to stop picnicking.
And then tomorrow, we'll give it one more day, and then we sleep, and then at dawn, we don't plan.
At dawn, we don't
We
plan, we
execute.
just do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At dawn we ride.
At dawn, we ride.
At dawn, we do.
Okay.
Okay, we put together a nice fall, like basic girl fall picnic basket
Okay.
with some apple stuff. I don't know, Frey, whatever Frey wants to put in.
Yes, if I have more of a heads up, I can do more fancy things. But as of right now,
You got
it's
like
not gonna be
1
super.
You got like 1 hour to put this all together.
Yeah, yes, it's not going to be super fancy stuff, like I said, but I can make some stuff. I'll quickly throw together like some finger sandwiches or some like kind of I don't know, pumpkin something, apples,
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. Yeah, and pack a picnic basket for them.
Yay.
Okay.
We go to the City of the Dead and picnic.
All right. Are you taking a dray?
Let's walk.
Probably. Oh, you want to walk? Okay.
Let's walk.
Let's walk.
It's not too bad of a walk. It's like 15-20 minutes. All right. You guys can move to the City of the Dead. Going through the gates, the trees are just start kind of that like beginning stage of beginning to change color. So, and it's a bit of a, no, I wouldn't say blustery, but there's definitely a breeze, making it kind of a nice and cool day. There are quite a few people who are still here in the City of the Dead, kind of basking in and soaking up what little time to do so they have left before winter comes. Do you guys want to picnic by the mausoleum that leads to the fireplace level?
Oh no! I put them somewhere else.
Oh, we're all like, let's wait at the door.
No. I put
Why
them
not?
somewhere else.
Because the
Wait,
entrance
I-
to the
I've taken-
fireplace level is like in the very back, like
Mm-hmm.
was built like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago, place in like the City of the Dead. Not necessarily dilapidated, but definitely old and aging.
So it's the perfect place for a spooky fall picnic, and you're literally gonna deny us that?
I do not show them the entrance to where I go into, basically.
Okay.
I'm about to cast invisibility just to follow him. Oh, I want to know.
Okay. So you set them up a ways away so
Mhm.
that you can go to the entrance and the mausoleum that is the entrance alone.
Yes.
And you can move down the winding and vast staircase that leads you to the main. I described it last time as kind of like an airplane hangar in that the ceilings are very, very tall and the room itself is very, very large and intricately decorated with old antique fancy furniture and things like that. Your dad is there reading.
Walk in.
You keep catching him as he's doing the exact same thing.
Mhm. Reading again.
It's been like it's been a couple of days since I've seen you. I'm allowed to read more than once.
It seems like you're always reading what. Yeah, okay. I have those maps that you told me you could use to see if there's any secret like exits or anything from Castellanter's building. Walk up and hand those to him. Do you think that's something you can figure out for me? Also,
I suppose, he says as he takes his feet off of the like chase lounge that he was laying on.
Also, we have suspicion that there might be something happening under the Church of Lathander. Would you know anything about that? I know you have some,
There's nothing happening underneath the Church of Lathander. Why do you think there's something happening underneath the Church of Lathander?
We have information that we learned that, maybe there's a secret temple underneath of it or something that might
Not
be
under
holding...
the Church of Lathander, no. I would know about it if there was.
Look at this, that he's lying to me.
Roll an insight check.
I don't know if he's lying to me. What's a 10?
You can suspect him all you want of lying to you. I'm not going to say that suspicion needs to be, like, I'm not going to control your character's suspicion. But there's nothing about what he is saying that immediately tells you that he's lying. He is acting disinterested as he's looking over the maps that you gave him.
Well, if there's nothing underneath the temple, is there something weird been going on with it lately? Those Castellanders that I told you about, that's where they go to worship, so...
Thing that I've been told.
Good to know. How long do you think it would take you to look over these maps and get a sense of...
I can compare them to my old... I have old maps of the sewers. Very outdated maps of the sewers, which is why I wanted to look at these new ones, and I can cross-reference... they're over... I had pulled them out. They're over on my desk over there. Will you fetch them for me?
Work. Go over and grab them, bring them back.
He will spread them out on the table, that the dining table, or not dining table, coffee table sort of table that is next to the chase lounge that he had been lounging on. And he takes a minute and he's just like looking over it, looking back and forth between the two maps. Let me roll something without spilling my drink in the process.
He has a plus 69 to all of his rolls.
Yeah.
I want to meet him.
Okay. So if you look here, he will point. You can see that there are discrepancies in the map. So there are some places where the sewers have been diverted because they're not used anymore. So, and he'll point out several spaces on the map that are like that. Usually when they divert these sewer systems, they don't get rid of the previous ones. They're probably dilapidated and falling apart, but they remain all the same. It'd be far more expensive to remove old sewer pipes than to just navigate around them with the new ones. But if you look for this type of thing, and he kind of shows you the differences and like what to look through between the two maps, you could probably find what you're looking for.
Well, thank you. That is very helpful. I appreciate it.
You can take the map. I don't need it.
Yeah, I think I have to actually return it, but I'm not sure. So thank you. It's very useful.
He basically shows you and gives you the tools that you need to look for those specific things on the map. So if you want to take the maps now and try and cross-reference them and find where the Castellanter Villa is, unless you want to show him where the Castellanter Villa is and see if he can figure something out, but he just kind of shows you generally how to figure out if there's discrepancies.
Yeah, I'll show him where the villa is, definitely, yeah.
Okay.
He's probably better at that than I would be.
So if you show him where the villa is, which is in the Sea Ward, he will point to where that is on the old, outdated maps. So if you look here on the old map, it looks to me there's no changes here. So you can see that on the old map there are no sewer systems that divert around or through underneath this villa, and on the same thing, it's the same thing here, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's not anything under it. That could mean that there's been something under it for quite some time. I would need to look at older construction planning and permits to maybe see, but if you have the resources, you could go and check permits to see if there was anything built underneath the villa before.
I will do that. Very helpful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want me to stay and, I don't know, cook dinner or something, or can I get back to, I didn't know if...
Cook dinner.
Thanks for the raid, 20 sides.
I can cook
Thank
very
you.
well.
I don't want to eat human food.
You're missing out. You don't know what you're missing. It's very good.
I'm disinterested in it.
Oh. What else is weird?
All right. So, okay, then I think I think I'm gonna go back up. Just curious, could I get some more money?
You spent 5,000 gold already.
No, I'm just curious, you know.
When you've spent the 5,000 gold I already gave you, you can come back and get more.
Okay.
Your allowance of that amount of money is not daily, Frey.
Thanks. The weekly?
What on earth are you going to be spending 5,000 gold on in a week?
You know, the world up there is very fascinating. They have a lot. Have you had their new alcohol that's up there? It is very good.
Yes.
Also, I got introduced to a new smoking thing. Also very good. Also, there's these houses or buildings that you go to that you can spend the night at. That's also very fun.
You mean inns?
Sure.
Monthly. You may have 5,000 gold monthly.
Sounds good. Well, it was a pleasure. I will talk to you, I don't know. Bye.
Goodbye.
Hi. I head back up.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
How does he make so many good little tiny sandwiches so quickly?
I'm personally a fan of the mulled cider myself, even if it was made quickly.
Hey, we're finally doing a brunch thing again. It's been a while.
Yeah, Mico, we used to do these brunches all the time.
That's how we met.
Yeah.
We were brunch friends, basically. Oh, they were work friends.
We were work friends, and then we became brunch friends.
Yeah.
Then we fought a troll. I fell on my
And
ass.
stuff kept happening, and it didn't stop.
It just kept happening.
And it
from
never
there.
stopped.
Oh, hey, look, there's Frey.
Buddy!
Frey, does your dad want to meet
Hi.
us?
No.
Oh.
He's quick with it, though.
How is the picnic? Did you leave some for me? I come over and just sit down.
You don't eat.
I saved you a plate. Here you go.
I don't eat.
You don't need to
Excuse-
eat.
I put
Yes,
the
I
plate in
do.
your lap.
Thank
He
you.
explained this.
Food
He
is
said that he's
very
told
good.
us to eat. He's a cook.
If I like cut my finger and squeeze a drop of blood into the apple cider for you, would that be like more appetizing?
I would actually rather you didn't, because that's going to ruin the apple cider. So that's not. I don't. Apple cider with like a hint of iron in it is not going to be good.
Do you
How
taste
rare do you have your steak?
Well, I was about to
I
ask
mean, you only eat steak rare.
Do
I
you
would agree
taste
with
the
that.
Do you taste the blood
Yes,
over the
point there.
food?
Mhm.
What?
What was that,
Like-
Mico?
Do you taste blood more than you taste food? Like if there was blood mixed in with a normal meal, would
You
you be
do-
able to taste that
You
first?
you do. Oh, I guess. Okay, I thought you meant you were talking about meat still having blood in it when you cook it.
No,
Any-
I meant
okay.
if
Yes, I could probably taste it. I would rather not have that happen though, because that's
you might start
an
mixing blood
invasion
in your
and
meal
kinda
so you
weird.
can taste it.
I'm gonna
let's not do that.
I'm gonna give you like a hard right turn. You ever had those edible rose petals?
Yes,
They're romantic.
they are very good. I can actually show you a place that's an option.
With blood?
No. It's just you go there, you spend the night. There's some rose petals involved, that kind of thing.
Like an inn.
Yes. You don't do as much sleeping, but
Why do I feel like I'm having deja vu?
I mean, do you prefer the taste of blood to the taste of food? Like, if
No.
you had a cup of blood and a cup of this cider,
No.
would you rather drink
the
the blood?
cider is much better.
He likes alcohol, like all good
Yes.
Waterdavians do.
Even non-alcoholic apple cider is very good.
Alright. So, what
Oh.
did he say about
Yeah,
Yes.
what-
Oh, right,
yes,
yeah.
yes, right. He recommended that we look up old building permits of the construction. He said that there might be something that was built originally underneath there that wasn't originally, and I showed the maps and basically explained everything that my father explained to me. So that is
Are you saying, is he implying that with like a little bit of deconstruction we could get to the cellar?
possible,
Like
yes.
a patched up wall?
Possibly. There wouldn't be a patch or anything. There was never originally a thing that
It
went
wouldn't
there.
be on the map
Yeah.
because it's
And it hasn't been there for a long time, so that means if there is a temple or something under there, it would have been built a long time ago.
It would have been there originally too. Yeah, so
Originally.
it's not
Oh,
yeah, before the house. Like when the house was built, this was built, basically.
okay.
So that's why he recommended looking up old building permits to see if this was
Where's
meant,
Rainy
like,
at? Rainy!
You've got a sending spell left.
Oh, it seems like such a waste. I could just fly it over to him.
Just fine.
Did we just get information from Rainy and Moongi and then just be like, bye?
Didn't they go do something?
Oh.
Or are they back
Just-
now?
Maybe they're
Just-
brunching.
For reference, I did bring them sandwiches also enough sandwiches for the employees of the place too. For
We would have
breakfast.
invited them to this picnic, I feel like.
Okay, so I just look at Rainy being like, hey, what help us
It's
get those
easier.
permits?
Yeah.
Great.
I could pretty easily get building permits. It might take a bit of time because these would be very old ones, but
So,
Would you get them before
It comes-
tomorrow?
yes, I think so.
Okay.
With assistance from the Harpers.
look over
Awesome.
these tonight, and then
Yeah.
we have to. So then we decide whether we go above or below.
I'm very much in the belief that if we have any way of going below, we should go below.
I
Yeah.
Because
agree.
going above sounds very difficult.
Bad. Yeah.
All right, then let's do something that none of us have ever been able to do before, and believe in the bureaucracy of Waterdeep that we can get some documentation in a quick and efficient manner.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
anyone can do it, it's Raynor.
We love you, Rainy.
We love you, Rainy.
And you need to
Thanks,
attune to
Maya.
that ring.
Yes, I have it. I've been attuning to it this whole time.
Oh, you can do that while eating a salad.
Hell yeah, I can do it while eating a sandwich.
You are all so good at multitasking. I do like one thing at a time.
Well, it's not that I'm in my head like saying fly, fly, fly. It's more like imagining myself flying and like thinking about like flying bugs.
And mine just, it's like a pull and intuition, and I just follow it, and it usually works.
Well, I have to think really hard, and sometimes it hurts.
I'm sorry.
If you ever need any more books to read to get practice at being smart, I have a couple I could lend you.
Well,
Mico, what were you saying?
I said my brain hurts when I think about math too much.
I mean, same.
Okay. Let's get those permits. Let's see if we can go below. Otherwise, we need to go to bed early.
Yep.
Because we'll have
A very limited window while we're away.
and then I have to move the calendar up again. But I don't have anything else that I really need to do today.
Ren, I will leave post haste
Awesome.
to get that done.
Okay. I think I'm good with just letting time pass, because...
Yep. I want to do one other thing. Also, I just realized I went down to see my father with the stone. Oops.
Yeah, you did!
We gave it to you for the day.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You could ask it about your dad.
I attuned to it
You can legend lore your dad.
during breakfast. So I'm going to try and talk to it. I'm assuming I'm going to probably do this at home, like before I go to sleep, basically. Be like, I take it out, like, shake it. Hello? Do you feel the shakingness? Is this shaking for you?
Stop it.
Wait, does... I said
Stop
shake
it.
Oh. I'm sorry, does that make you dizzy?
Did you need something?
I mean, I've never talked to a stone before. It just seemed... I just wanted to do it. I probably won't have you tomorrow. My name's Frey, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do?
This.
You just talk. You don't seem very talkative. You'd think that a stone would be more talkative because they don't talk to that many people, I don't think, right?
I am more talkative when I'm speaking to interesting people.
Wow, that's rude. I like you.
Whether or not you like me has no bearing on me at all.
Have you been told you have a nice voice?
No, I have not
Well,
been told that.
you have a nice voice.
Thank you, I think.
So what can you do for me? Are you like a genie that like grants wishes or something?
No, I'm not.
So, I was told that you could answer things then for me if I had questions. Is that true?
Potentially.
Well, that just stays between us, though, right?
I am not bound to secrecy.
All right, that's. I mean, you know, what if I say I'll become your friend if you don't say it?
I don't care about friends.
Okay. Wow. Can you? Okay. How many times can you do that a day? Is there a limit, or can you keep doing it all the time?
3 times, I think, is what the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me about my father then?
You'd like to legend lore your father?
Correct. I would see if there's anything he hasn't told me.
Say his name. Just what is it? What's his name?
Well,
I
don't know.
If Chel asks me for his name, I will say it. But unless
You do need to say the person's name for the legend lore.
Archer Moreland.
Indeed. Okay, you're gonna have to give me a minute.
Okay.
Or as we like to call him,
Daddy.
Daddy.
The
Daddy?
Mr. Mort.
Do you guys want to roleplay back at the
Oh yeah, we're probably working
Yeah.
for a little
No.
bit.
I will ask about my mother too, just so you know.
Okay.
After, so
At some point when Sir and Nova are both not in their rooms, I sneak into their rooms and I put something under like each of their beds.
Okay. Sir would like to grab a booth at the Three of Cups with Mico. Maybe have some drinks.
Sure. I mean, yeah, they'll take a break if they're like getting ready for like doing work.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't really know how to. I thank you for not bringing up the Mephistopheles stuff with the girls. I figure you heard all about that when I was talking with Elizabeth.
I did. I mean, it's not really my. I don't have a full grasp on what any of that meant, but I assume it's pretty bad. And
Memory
something-
loss is sucks.
yeah, if it's something like that, I assume it's not my place to bring up anyway.
There's already so much going on. I don't want them to also be worrying about me, you know?
They're gonna worry about you regardless, that's what I think.
They do. All the time, actually. But this is more pressing. But I don't know. I mean, I guess that warning that Elizabeth left with me is it's gnawing in the back of my head. And I don't want that to come to pass.
Well, I don't know anything about anything like that. I'm sure that something can be done. This world is pretty wild, and I don't know, it can be scary, I guess, but that's part of like the charm. And if you have a problem, I can almost guarantee you that there's something out there somewhere that will help.
Oh, it's a great outlook. I will be positive about it, but I'm also going to be a little bit of a realist here. If it seems like that is going to happen, I don't know if I could ask the girls to stop it from happening. I don't think I could ask anyone to. That's not really fair. But I don't know. I want to trust that you all would do the right thing in the moment.
Well, you can trust that people will do the right thing, but the right thing might not always be what you think it is.
I know. I don't want to become that. Okay? That's just all I mean. I like who I am now.
You gotta manifest it.
Manifest not doing... I don't know if it's in my control, Mico.
It is. If you're relinquishing control now, then it's not. But if you keep track of yourself and keep track of you, then nobody else can take that away from you.
Well, I feel like I only just recently sort of found myself, so I'm gonna hold on to it as long as I can.
You better, because who even is this Mephistopheles anyway? Probably a loser. You probably just, I don't know.
I think being a Lord of Hell actually does constitute being a loser. I don't think any of them are there willingly.
More like Lord of Smell.
He puts his hand, like, in your face and just, like, touches it. Okay. That's all that. Was that enough time?
I'm almost done.
I'll ask Nova to give me a card reading.
Hell yeah.
Ten of Swords. Manifesting the Ten of Swords.
Do I need to, like, think of a question?
Oh, hang on, I was muted on stream. It's up to you. Whatever you want to ask the cards or the universe, and I will do my best.
Manifesting the Ten of Swords.
No!
Stop it!
Okay, I think I have a question in my head.
Okay.
Manifesting it.
Roll that D100 for me.
73.
Pick a number between 1 and 10.
I'm gonna roll a d10. 2.
2. 1. 2. And okay. Pull that up. It is not the Ten of Swords, just spoilers.
That's good.
The manifestation didn't work. I'm sorry. Okay, so you pulled the Nine of Wands upright. Means resilience, courage, persistence, test of faith, boundaries. This is his final challenge before reaching your goal. You must endure this last test of your strength and character before reaching the finish line. That's the general description of the card. And what's the hidden influence here?
Y'all don't even know what question she was thinking in her mind.
So the upright Seven of Pentacles is your hidden influence, meaning long-term view, sustainable results, perseverance, investment. So success comes from hard work and patience, but this card reminds you to take care not to overdo it and exhaust yourself.
I think I know what I need to do now. Thanks, Nova.
You're welcome. Yeah, both were upright, so pretty good stuff.
I am ready. So, the stone says for Dad, an immortal being of many faces, his wariness means that not many people see them, though there is one being mortal in nature that knows him far deeper than any person ever could. In a hypocritical display, he hunts his own kind, perhaps more a reflection of his opinion of himself rather than being morally upstanding. Perhaps other immortal beings should be wary of his megalomania that he keeps very well hidden.
Okay, so nothing I didn't know. Cool. Now what about my mother? I did not know her name.
I cannot give you her name.
Can you give me any information?
She saw past the evil on the surface and received the adoration of one from whom most thought was impossible.
Is she dead?
That's not something I can tell you.
Okay, well, thank you. You want to talk about anything else?
No.
I start shaking it again.
That's not going to make me speak a bit further.
Oh, I know.
So stop it.
Could you make me stop? I'm just curious.
If he could look at you, he would be looking at you.
What can you only tell things like what you just did, or can you do anything else?
Can I do anything else?
I'm just curious. I mean, there's a reason why people all over apparently want you. I'm just.
I hold knowledge of a very large cache of dragons.
That it?
So
My
I'm
father
telling you.
also has that.
It is all I am telling you.
Fine. You're not really fun to talk to. Shake it a little bit more before I put it down somewhere. I put it in my little chest and put my lock on it.
Okay.
Watch at the very end of this adventure, like Galore gets freed, and depending on how we all treated him is how he we're all dead.
We've been very nice to this man. He's just individual. They just haven't been very friendly and receptive to our friendship.
Okay.
Man.
I think that's a good place to end.
Oh, I'm scared of what's gonna happen.
I just want to know, does bureaucracy is bureaucracy our ally for the day?
Yes, I will say that Radar is able to return with old building permits. And it turns out that underneath the Castellanter Villa is an old temple to Siamorph.
Rainy.
Graf called it.
Oh, I know I called it. I'm so good at this game.
I feel like we all just shower Rainy with hugs and smooches after we get that.
We go.
Brilliant.
We go below.
Is there an exit underground? Or yeah, that's what I thought. You have to enter through the house, but the temple is underneath it.
We go above.
But we know there's something there. Oh god.
We gotta go in the top way.
Alright.
Oh god.
All
This
right.
whole episode has basically just been us trying to stave off the inevitability of having to go on this heist because we're all so scared.
I know, but we literally are scraping the barrel of things. There's nothing else to do.
Yep.
Why don't we go around town and do some side quests, you know?
You know
Yeah.
what? There's some people that we really need to check up on.
Yeah.
How's
We can go to Neverwinter.
We could check on
could go
Fowl
to
and Lafine
Neverwinter.
from the plant shop. See how they're doing.
You know, we should really see if we can catch Lady Grauhund.
Yeah, we should go
Yeah.
get her right now.
This is definitely the time for that. And you know what else we should do is we should go check out Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games because they sponsored the Three of Cups.
Alright. I left my keys back in Baldur's Gate. Hold on.
All right. Does anybody have anything that they'd like to add as a closing remark?
Come
Nope.
play Mass Effect tomorrow.
Mass Effect.
Okay. When you're trying to get your new friend to introduce you to his dad, make sure you enter proficiency bone. We'll see you guys next week with Vigil.
Yay, bye.